Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Neon Souls. Thank you for joining us today on this lovely Friday evening after what has been a work week for many of us. Thank you, and we're looking forward to kicking off what is, for a lot of us, a 3-day weekend with some awesome Cypher fun. If you missed our session 0 and our session 1 of this new season of Neon Souls, we're glad to have you back, or if you're a first-time watcher, welcome. We are trying out a new system here in our season 2 of Neon Souls, which is the Cypher system. If you haven't heard of it, it was used in Numenera and The Strange. It's made by Monte Cook Game Studios. You can check it. You can find it all online. Drive Through RPG. It's a super fun system. I really like it. We're all kind of learning it though, so we really appreciate you kind of bearing with us while we kind of get used to it and adjust. Before we get into the game, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we've got going on the channel this weekend and coming up this week, and then we'll let these people, these fine folk here, introduce themselves, including our special guest here today. We have our next stream after this one. Unfortunately, we will not have a stream tomorrow. We have a few people that weren't available, so we decided to cancel our Saturday night stream tomorrow night, and we will be picking up with Saturday Night's Apocalypse 2 weeks from tomorrow, so join us for that. Our next actual stream will be on Sunday. That will be Slang 101. It's Monster of the Week. Savannah runs it and has for a long time now. Since time immemorial, Slang 101 has been on this channel, and it will persist into nothingness. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you on Sunday for that at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Otherwise, our schedule throughout this next week will be the usual. If you didn't check it out, something new that happened last Tuesday is we're starting a new Tabletop Tuesdays rotation with Savannah running a few episodes. We don't have an end cap for it. We're going to depends on how much we like it, of a brand new system that's being beta tested called Land of Eam. It's from the makers of Rickety Stitch. It's a kind of young adult kids family oriented graphic novel series. It's super cute. It's kind of like Fantasy Muppets. And it's really fun. So you should check that out. We did our session 0 on Tuesday of that. That'll be going up on our YouTube soon if it's not up already. And we will be kicking off our new episodes of it in a couple weeks. Anyway, that's all the talking I am going to do. I'm going to let our dear cast introduce themselves and talk about what they've got going on and who they're playing here tonight, starting with GB.
Graybeard of Graybeard's Tavern, and tonight I will be playing the new way to introduce people. I'll be Klaxon, who is a mechanical drone jockey who builds robots with technology. That's me, GB.
I think Morgan is next.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to fix something.
No, it's okay.
Hi, I am Morgan, also known as Imagine Matrix on the internet, and tonight I'm playing Clarity, who is a creative hacker who works the system with technology.
I'm next. It's me. Hello. I am Savvy, Matt Savvy Seaworth on the internets. Tonight I am playing Choke, the hardy merc who looks for trouble.
And hi, I'm LB Hackemup, and I'm here. Well, right now. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches. I will be playing Swin tonight, who is an inquisitive who helps her friends.
Fixer.
I'm an inquisitive fixer. I didn't know which ones I needed to read.
We didn't talk about it beforehand.
That's me.
That's all right. And I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at GreekSid or at CVS getting Z-Pack. I apologize if my voice is a little funky today. I'm lucky I can breathe. That's why I have a hot toddy. Don't judge me. And tonight, I will be playing Impulse. Impulse is a charming hustler who leads right into your hearts. Hopefully. If not, at least your pence. Hey, you said PG-13? That's PG-13.
That does skirt that line. Yes.
Excellent.
Thank you.
No problem.
And I am Val at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. And I'm the GM. I play everyone else. There was something we came up with last week that I forgot. That is my title for this game that I'll remember for next week. Because we crowdsourced it at the beginning of the last session. And I'm sure nobody remembers it at this point. All right. Let's get back to it, everyone. So last time on our session 1 of Neon Souls Season 2, your crew has spent a year on the moon, or near the moon. You have been living in the New London Lunar Orbital Station for the better part of a year since your exile from San Angeles in the back on the good old Earth. You were forced to into this exile after getting on the bad side of a group called Shadow, which runs the corporate sort of presence or facilitates a lot of the corporate presence in back on Earth. You have spent the last year doing a lot of different things, which we went over. Some of it went over on stream. A lot of it is a big ambiguous thing that I'm sure we'll get into. But a lot of you have changed, have dealt with a lot of personal crises, gotten to know other people better, kind of rebuilding yourselves in this new place. We came to this story, this new chapter, with Choke getting into a fight, as she is wont to do, as part of her new job, trying to make money in the G Sphere, which is sort of the lowest rung of the ladder at New London. Choke, who had not been doing very well since her return to fighting here near the moon, was in a pretty rough state, but you did manage to win this fight, knocking out Ro Maximus, brother to Bo Maximus, friend of Impulse, and a professional fighter here. While the fight was going on, Clarity was approached by a sort of a fidgety young man named Zane, who had overheard her talking to literally everyone and anyone about Shadow, and said, "Hey, I know some friends that kind of deal with that sort of thing. You want to get out of here?" Clarity made a very smart choice and said no, not right now, and that she would meet up later. Later on, bringing the rest of you to meet up with Zane, who was hanging out at the bar with his sister, Yule, who you met. Yule, a little bit more serious, a little bit more of a kind of composed than her brother Zane. Sized you up, talked to you a bit, and said if you are sort of as down your luck as you seem to be, that she could offer you a job to work with her. You met back at Zane and Yule's apartment in the G ring where the rest of you live, and talked over business a bit and some other things. Yule told you that she had received a job as part of an initiation into a group called the Workforce Restructuring Movement, or the WRM, colloquially referred to as the Worms. They're a sort of former union group turned extremist anti-corporate gang, and Zane and Yule were looking to join. Yule had been given a job from a Worm official or Worm officer named Lynn, who also authorized you all to receive the same benefits, to capture or somehow reclaim a Lunatech transport shuttle that had been stolen by some patchers a few weeks back, and if you're able to reclaim this, deliver it to through any means, and deliver it to the WRM, that you would be initiated into their group. Seeing this as a good opportunity for a couple of you to get back at the corporations, considering the WRM's stance on corporations as a whole, you said yes and did a little bit of prep work. Clarity did some hacking, was able to sort of connect the dots, piece in some surveillance footage and some other digital logs to reconstruct the last known trajectory and movements of this transport shuttle, and was able to locate it in G-Sphere near this this decommissioned orbital dock that is currently under construction. And the last we left off, Choke and I remember who was going with her back to the
Klaxon.
Was it Klaxon? Yeah. Choke and Klaxon was going back to your guys' shared apartment to get some equipment and meet up with the rest of you at the docks that lead to G-Sphere, or the shuttle. Is there anything you wanted to do before heading over to G-Sphere for this job?
Real quick, Val is a flexible GM who tolerates with a creative flavor and loves hoodies.
Oh,
I found it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I will not write that down for next week and forget that again.
I did write it down, so I'll have it for next time. It's okay.
Okay, thank you. So anyway, is there any prep or anything you needed to do? Any last steps you wanted to take before heading over to G-Sphere to check out where the shuttle's being kept? No. Okay. So after being thoroughly interrogated by Impulse on the way there, you will sort of impatiently waiting outside of the last shuttle, or the next shuttle that is stationed to depart for G-Sphere, and eventually Choke and Klaxon come trudging up. I assume Choke has a big bag of guns or something over one shoulder. And Klaxon, you've got Spider-Bot and anything else you need, and you all load into the shuttle, which closes behind you and then disembarks, detaches from the interior of G-Sphere. And as soon as it does, and you are now its thrusters engaged, that gravitational pull of the spinning sphere, or the spinning ring, kind of leaves you, and you're kind of in this lurch sensation as you reach this microgravity state. You clutch onto the rails as the shuttle guides itself back to the dock on the other side of the sphere, attaches again there. Microgravity still in effect. The shuttle opens once again, everything fully autonomous. There's no worker or anything to the shuttle. They can carry a couple dozen people at a time, and there are a few other strangers giving you distrusting looks on the shuttle as they exit as well, floating or gliding off into various directions as you all exit, and you can see the twisting, turning metal structures of G-Sphere that rise up around you. Yule says, all right, so I'm gonna grab the truck, or well, Zane and I are gonna grab the truck. We'll be back here in a second, okay? Just wait about here.
Don't take too long.
Well, it's just around the corner.
If people take too long, we tend to think they're trying to kill us, so we kill them in, self-defense.
Right.
We do?
Shh.
Oh.
Okay, we'll be back real quick then. Come on. She grabs Zane by the back of the collar. He's currently got something in his hand. He's like fidgeting with it a little bit, like a piece of like scrap metal. It's got a few like circuit boards on it and something that he's working on right now. She grabs him. He's just kind of being dragged through the air while he's continuing to work on it. And you hear her muttering something under her breath as as she goes along, and they disappear around the corner, grabbing onto one of the there are these railing constructions on the side where you grab onto one of the handholds and it kind of pulls them along, and they kind of go zipping around the corner. Leaving you guys for a moment apiece, the four of you, if there's anything you want to figure out.
Are we being torqued? I mean, is this a thing? Okay, do we shoot them?
No.
I mostly just set it to fuck with them a little bit, just for funsies and to just keep them on their toes. But
Yeah, I really like them. I think they're pretty nice.
Okay, just asking.
Yeah, I feel like you're being a little aggressive.
how so?
Looks at everyone else.
Yeah, Klaxon's looking back like...
I'm fully open to constructive criticism.
You don't really make new allies by saying, don't be gone too long or we'll shoot you when you get back. For no reason.
But it was a joke. It was funny, right?
No, it wasn't.
Oh. All right.
Klaxon looks worried, like I was gonna shoot them, kind of thing.
So Choke. Impulse was saying some stuff about Yule.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, I was just. You're still cool with Swin, right?
Are we gonna talk about this every day?
I mean, we do live in a
Maybe.
shoebox, so it's hard not to.
I mean, if we're negotiating, then yes, absolutely. I actually vote for twice a day.
It's kind of the most interesting thing going on right now. I mean, I know we're on a weird heist thing to get into a secret society of union workers, but I still find this a little bit more interesting than that.
Right?
I hate all of you.
No, you don't.
She's not talking to me right now, okay?
Why not?
It's complicated.
Okay.
Klaxon gives you the fair enough, we're good look kind of thing. Starts checking the toolbox.
Impulse waits expectantly.
It's been a rough few months, okay? For everybody.
Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't had to wear my natural hair for this long. And, ever.
I got shot in the head.
No, right. I know. And that was awful. But you're okay now. And we're even gonna make enough money to get you a new, super duper arm and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why does that make, stuff with Swin complicated? She knows that, stuff sucks right now.
Yeah. She doesn't think I'm okay.
I don't follow.
Like I said, it's complicated.
I have an idea.
I hate it already.
Just hold on, okay? So, we are going to be running in potentially to some patchers, right? I mean, if someone wants to get some goods, especially some of the mood patches, who do we call? Swin. The answer's Swin. We call Swin. So, I mean, I know, she doesn't have the exact same connections that she might have had back on Earth, but I mean, this is her thing. So
Yeah,
at the very least, she can talk the talk, and hopefully, maybe, we can do a little reconnaissance,
Really don't think that's a good idea.
Why? I think it's great.
I do miss Swin. I haven't seen her in a really long time.
It's been ages.
Great, then you call her.
Okay, fine. Get out my data pad and call Swin.
Okay.
Klaxon gives Choke a little pat when they look away for a moment, just kind of pats her arm.
You get out your data pad. So I have a cat in my lap now, so I'm just gonna have to lean forward a little bit. You get your data pad and you call Swin, and it rings for a long time, until finally it picks up, and you hear a voice, not Swin's, on the other side, that says, "Who's this?"
Who the fuck's this?
I asked you first.
I called my friend, so who the fuck has their phone?
Oh, so you're friends with the owner of this phone, huh?
Who the fuck are you, asshole?
None of your business.
Yeah, it is, because I need to get in touch with someone and you're in my fucking way.
Are you the one she's working for?
Honey, everyone works for me. What the fuck do you want?
Good. You tell her you... Your last offer was shit. Okay?
Go on.
1 million cred, or she dies.
Remind me again. Where is that supposed to go?
What are you,
Hey,
fucking
I'm a
cops
busy
or
lady.
something?
No, I'm a busy fucking lady, okay? You're not the only one
Listen.
I'm talking to today.
If you've lost the address or something, that's not my fucking problem. Listen, I'm not giving out that kind of information over the wire where some LSF goon could be listening to it.
Do you want your money or not?
Make a, do you have something, do you have a skill that would be useful here?
Oh, let me see. Okay. I have one that makes them think that I'm their worst nightmare. Let me see. Terrifying presence.
Because I'm gonna...
Oh, all these are like about it being in short range. Damn it.
Okay. I'm gonna set this at a difficulty 2.
Okay. So I am trained in literally all social interactions.
Okay. That'll
bring
help.
it down?
That'll
Okay.
bring it down to a 1.
Okay.
So unless you're gonna unless you have something to reduce it to another step, then I'm gonna have you roll a check to... This will be intellect.
Okay.
Or you can spend effort to reduce it if you wanted to. But
Okay, this one might be weird. I have demeanor of command. You project confidence, knowledge, and charisma to all for the next hour. Your demeanor is such that they automatically understand you are someone important. Well, we've kind of already done that already. But you can attempt to have someone produce their leader or ask that they take you to their leader. And you gain a free level of effort that can be applied to one persuasion task you attempt during this period.
you could use that, I think.
Okay. So that's 2
does that
intellect points, but that's
cost you
1.
1 if you have edge in intellect, yeah.
I do, yes. Okay.
So yeah, you reduce it. You only have to spend 1, and
Okay.
that is a free level of effort, which reduces it to a 0. You can still roll to see if you get like a critical success, but you're going to succeed on it no matter what.
Great. I got a 17.
That is.
Is that one of those thresholds?
Yeah. I think that's a minor special roll. So let's see. 17. Okay, no, that would be on a damage roll. So no. In this case, that won't get you anything additional.
Okay.
Okay. So but you're gonna succeed on it. So the guy goes. Fine. 1 million cred. No, not a penny less. We're over off the decommissioned docks over at Warehouse 76. Platform 17. over off the blue line. Good to hear. But me and my guys, we got guns. If I smell anything's fishing, I'm putting 2 in her head, and we're walking.
My God, you don't have to be so crass about it. All right, Million Crad. What's our timeline?
Got 5 hours.
You have a party to go to or something?
Listen, this stuff's hot. The LSF's already breathing down our necks. 5 hours is more than enough.
Fine. We'll see you in 5 hours.
Hangs up.
Well, fuck. Your girlfriend got kidnapped.
You were on the phone for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You didn't think to say something during the first couple?
What were we gonna do?
Go get her. Where?
Well, I got all the information.
Okay,
Jeez.
where?
Apparently, she's by the decommissioned docks, Warehouse 76, Platform 17, by the Blue Line. They'll be there for 5 hours. And to let her go, they want
Oh, cool. They're gonna get, do you know how many of them there are?
he just said me and my guys.
Great. 2 bullets for each of them. Tell you'll all be back.
You're not going by yourself?
Also, the address that she just gave, that Sid just gave, that Impulse just gave, Clarity, that is the address that you've located the decommissioned or the LSF shuttle at. Lunatic shuttle.
Hey guys.
You are not
That's-
going by yourself.
No, but
Shut
that's
up.
where we're that's where we're going.
A
The
twofer.
address you the address you just said, we're kind of on our way there.
Oh. Well, looks like Swin will be involved anyway.
If this is a setup, I'm gonna fucking kill her.
Why would it be a setup?
Like it hasn't been before?
Fair. I mean, I feel like they probably want their money.
I don't care.
No, I mean, that's why it wouldn't be a setup. Because they want their money first. Anyway, so not much changes except our timeline then, right? Like we need to get it there in less than 5 hours and fucking murder these assholes? Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think we have a million cred.
Oh no, we're not gonna give them a million cred. We're gonna murder them.
Okay.
Because they took Choke's girlfriend, so.
I don't like Swin. I feel like, I've been kidnapped before. It's not a fun feeling. I really feel for her.
Absolutely. Oh, I bet she's wanted to call you and like, oh my goodness, like being involved in anything that's like extremely emotional or traumatic is like just really gonna solidify your relationship.
I don't think that's how it works.
Really?
Maybe in videos? Maybe. So, Choke, what do you think? Like a bag bomb? These idiots open it to look at the money and blammo?
Not a bad plan. The fuck is
I mean, I do have this grenade.
Yeah, I can rig something with that.
It's thermite. It's really good.
I can get a new duffel bag. Starts taking guns out of it.
The truck
Strapping
that
them
Yule is
on.
driving, or that Zane is driving, with Yule in the passenger seat, pulls up at this time.
Hey, good
Yule leads out.
timing.
All right, ready to go?
Just so you know, things have changed Definitely. So we're gonna still get the goods, but we do have to murder every motherfucker in there now. Okay?
I'm sorry, was that not already to the plan?
Except for one.
Oh yes, except for one. Her name is Swin. She's really great. Super good friend of ours. Yeah, so she's been kidnapped, sort of, kind of.
I'm not really understanding. So you have somebody there already?
Totally coincidental. Yeah, but she's sort of like under armed guard or something.
Sure, just tell me what she looks like so I don't shoot her by accident.
She has like super, super yellow hair. You really can't miss it. I don't know if she'll be wearing her mask. It's like kind of scary, but like really hot at the same time.
It's pretty cool.
Cool. Don't murder the yellow-haired girl with the hot mask.
Got it. Obviously, she'll probably be the one like maybe like tied up or like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. So she's being held prisoner.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Again, you've been talking for like 5 minutes. Can you put the pertinent information up front? Just
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Just one time.
I literally just said that. Oh my.
You sort of buried the lead there a little bit.
I feel like
let's
there's
get
a
in the
bit of a
truck
failure
then.
to communicate here. Okay.
I would pick Impulse up and just shove her in the truck.
You all load inside. The thrusters disengage, and the truck kind of veers off, reorienting itself, and then thrusting up through the maze of complexes and industrial machinery that crisscrosses the interior of the G-sphere. And as you wind your way around, as it kind of becomes denser at the center, you head towards this decommissioned dock, following the guidance systems that Clarity, I'm sure, has programmed into here with the address or the destination of this shuttle. You arrive. Cat hair on my mouth. You arrive outside of this dock, probably about a few hundred yards away, but around the corner, and Zane kind of bringing the truck kind of magnetizing it to the side of one of these metal structures and disengaging, putting on the security brakes and everything, and turning off the engines. Yule brings out a small arms, just like a small blaster rifle. Kind of begins inspecting it and loading it with one of the energy packs, and she looks back to all of you and says, "All right, you ready?"
Maybe we should get a little bit better of eyes on before we go busting in. Like maybe we can find the right entrance, that sort of thing.
Oh, sure.
I could check for cameras.
Yes. Klax, do you think Spiderbot could like sneaky in maybe?
Yeah, that's a pretty good plan. I got a secondary mission for Spiderbot though when the time comes. So,
Oh, what did you have in mind?
I'm gonna put him in the bag, in case the bag's too close to Swin. Then when they open the bag, face hugger, then that'll be the distraction, so we don't blow Swin up.
So perfect. Okay.
I try.
We can work in convergence, kind of the two of these together. So Spiderbot gets in, finds a position where he can like jack into some sort of hard line for the complex, and then Clarity can patch in and try to get control of the security cameras and stuff too. So yeah, I don't think there's anything we need to roll for here. You're just using there's no rolls associated with just using your personal robotic assistant. So and we decided Spiderbot is tiny. He doesn't have any like cloaking stuff or anything.
He had jamming before.
Jamming. Okay, that's
Yeah.
right.
But just size-wise was his stealth mode.
Okay. All right. So the little, so you like roll it out the side of the truck and it rolls across for a second, then it stops, kind of legs popping out, and begins to scuttle across the ground, sort of leaping and gliding up in this microgravity to the side of one of the building, and then continues its magnetized limbs, guiding it around pipes and up to ventilation systems. And it searches around for a minute, and you're watching with your display until finally it begins to pick up some auditory signals, something echoing, some picking up voices, and it guides around through the ventilation system, and then you see through a crack in the duct, you can see some movement here, some more voices come through, and it's just like random bits of conversation. And Spiderbot sort of pries open the duct a little bit more, sneaks through and magnetized limbs around to the ceiling, and you can see looking down for a vantage point, though it's kind of hard to tell because you've got one source of view here. You can see some people walking around the bottom of one of these loading bays, where there are some large like cargo crates that are strapped down and stacked on top of each other and piled up in a few different places in this large facility. And there are about, as far as you can see right now, about 6 people, not in any uniform or having any sort of authority. You can see most of them are kind of like poorly dressed, wearing like dark and kind of ratty clothing. A couple of them are wearing masks. You can see some looks of like some really crudely done cybertronics or cybernetics that poking out on some exposed skin. Some people having some cybernetic appendages as well. All of them looking pretty cheap. All of them carrying weapons as well. Spiderbot comes crawling around and finds you do find a camera set up in one of the corners, sort of pries open one of the panels of it and shoves the interface in, connecting into the wires there, and which gives Clarity a direct input to the facility. Clarity,
You're in 6 probable hostiles.
I'm gonna have you roll to hack. This is gonna be a difficulty 4. I'm gonna count Spiderbot as an asset, so that'll automatically reduce it to a 3. Do you have anything else that would help here? You're muted. Maureen, you're muted right now. I don't know if you can.
I have skills in computers, computer coding, computer programming, a hacker. And 2 edge and intellect. I can't remember what applies to what.
So edge is just, it'll reduce the cost of using abilities and stuff. So when you spend anything to use an intellect ability, then you get to subtract 2 from that.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can use your training or anything that you have training in that you think is applicable here. You just have to make an argument to me why you think it would apply. Will reduce the difficulty by 1. And then if you want to if you got any abilities that might also reduce it, you could try using those. You could also use those.
Okay, well, I feel like computers, being trained in all the different computer stuff, would reduce it.
That's fair.
And then, let's see. Hold on. Possible. I'm just double checking.
Can assets stack? Can you have more than one asset for a roll?
I think so.
Okay, because I have a risk computer.
Okay,
That's
right.
An asset.
Your risk computer, I think, I think I'm the risk computer would function the same as what SpiderBot is doing right now, because the
Okay.
risk computer gives you an asset for like information based tasks, correct?
Yeah.
Knowledge based tasks. I would say this isn't so much a knowledge based task as it is a more of a technical task, like a skill based. Considering you're trying to actually like manipulate the computer systems here.
Okay.
So I don't think your risk computer would give you something, but if somebody else has something they could add to this and assist with, that works too. You could also spend effort as well, because I think do you still have one effort level, or did you up that when you leveled up?
I upped it when I leveled up.
Okay. So you have do you up your effort or your edge? Because your edge is at 2 right
Oh,
now.
my edge. That's
Okay.
right.
So your effort, we'll do a refresher here. You can, for how many levels you have in effort, you can spend a certain amount of points to reduce the amount of levels you have in effort is the amount of steps you can reduce the difficulty. Yes, Savannah.
We found the assets rule.
Oh, really?
You can use assets to ease a task up to 2 steps.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. Thank you. So you can spend 3 points of intellect to use effort to reduce the difficulty. Since you have edge in intellect, you only have to spend 1 point to use a level of effort.
Okay, and then if I use the effort, it's gone.
It'll reduce the difficulty another step. So it's not gone.
Okay.
Your effort still stays at 1. You just have to spend the points out of your intellect pool.
Okay, cool. So I can reduce that to 1 to reduce it to 1.
Yeah. You get essentially 1 level. You get 1 for 1 on your first level of effort. If you guys had an effort, if any of you have an effort level of 2, then for your second level of effort, you have to spend another 2 points instead of 3, and you could spend 5 points total and reduce the difficulty by 2 steps. If you had 3 levels of effort, you could spend 7 points to reduce it by 3 steps, and it keeps going like that.
Okay, so
This is
now,
one of the more complicated aspects of the game that's harder to remember, but
yeah,
it'll just take some
okay.
time.
So now it's 1.
Now it's 1, so you just have to roll a 3 or higher.
Okay, I guess I'll roll now.
All right.
I got a 3.
Oh, good. I'm glad we did all that. So you succeed on it, just barely. And there's a blurry image that comes up on your heads-up display with your cybernetic eyes, and you got a few camera feeds coming in. A couple of them look like they're busted. They're probably no longer functioning, and you get a couple of rooms also that you don't see any signs in, like office rooms and other like back rooms and like the back of the warehouse. But you do get, we'll say, 3 angles. One coming from like an upstairs conference room looking out a window, another 2 in the main building. One is right next to SpiderBot of this warehouse room, and you can see everyone moving around. You do confirm the 6 people that Klaxon saw. However, you do notice that there is also somebody else in the conference room upstairs that you can hear, and you can get a advantage on them as well. And there is 2 other guards that are out back of out front of the building.
Can I see Swin?
You cannot. However, I'll go and give you at this point. You don't see Swin at first, but you do see one of the guards kind of. You don't get any audio through the camera feed, and you're sitting there and watching for a second. You see one of the guards is outside one of the cargo containers, and it's sort of like fidgeting for a second, looks pretty irritated, and then finally like stops, turns around, and just like bangs on the door of the cargo container a few times. It seems like they're yelling something back at it, and then turns around and keeps like being like irritable, staring forward.
Is she just singing "I Am Henry VIII"? I am like over and over and over and over.
So I think I found Swin.
Oh, great. Where is she?
In a cargo container, I think. Unless they have another captive, but
Do you see her?
no, that's the thing is I don't actually see her, but I would bet money that it's her.
Okay.
There's only 2 guards there, right?
There are 6 that are around the cargo container right now.
Oh.
In the general area there. Like in the general area, only one is directly in front of the cargo container. The rest are kind of out in like a main area nearby, probably like 40 or 50 feet away. One is upstairs in the conference room. 2 are out front of the building.
So there's 9 people total. We'd probably do we want to act like we're friendly and going in, or do we want to just take out the 2 guards in front first and then go in guns blazing?
Can we get the 2 nearest to Swin quietly?
Well, there's 6 around Swin.
Oh. Maybe there's a way to distract most of them, except the ones like directly in front of the door.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I like turn off the lights in the warehouse, if I could like get them to move to another place and kind of bottleneck them into another room.
Oh, devious. I like it. Okay. How would you get them over there?
I mean, you turn out the lights and people usually try and get out of wherever they are where it's super dark. So, but let me see. Can I figure out with my creativity kind of if any of the other cameras, like kind of the layout almost, like there's some gaps in what I could figure out, but I have the puzzle solving skill.
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out if I could get all the guards who are around Swin to exit the warehouse area and go into another room.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because you are trained in puzzle solving, as we learned last time. Yes, I will give this to you without needing to roll, considering you are trained in it. I don't think this is a difficult thing for you to figure out. So, because there's no universal light source, there's no sunlight or anything. All the lighting in everything in New London is artificial lighting coming from some source. If you knocked out the lights in the warehouse, in this main room, based on your layout, where they'd have to go for the nearest light source would either be leaving the building through either the front or the back entrance, or... No, that would pretty much be it. So there are others. I'll give you that. In addition to control, because you've hacked into the building here, I'll say that you also have access to the magnetized locks on all of the main doors of the building. So you could also lock certain doors if you wanted to.
So here's what I'm thinking. I lock all the doors except for those leading to the front. We have 1 or 2 of us go around back to enter the warehouse to get Swin. Everyone else takes them out like as they're coming out the vents after I turn out the lights. And then there's one other guy in there. I don't really know what he's doing, but he's apart from everyone else, so I don't think he's going to be a huge problem, hopefully. I mean, I might be wrong about that. Maybe he's like a mecha cyborg humanoid being who can destroy everything with a single touch, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know. It's just one guy who's just not with the rest of them. Should we take out the guards in front first?
That might be best if we can quietly.
So then we would take out the guards. I lock the doors and turn out the lights. They come out the front. Some of us go in the back and get Swin.
The rest
And then-
murderate everyone.
Exactly.
Okay. I like this plan.
I've got a shot from 300 meters.
Ooh.
That's cool.
That's why I went to get the other gun.
Or grenade.
You said quietly, not me.
Oh, right. Okay, fine. Long range.
I mean, at least if you throw the grenade when they're all coming out, Swin wouldn't be anywhere near them, and that might take out a few.
You hope Swin's not gun to the head with them.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
But we turn out the lights, they'd have to then open the door to where she is, like feel around in the dark for her, get her, like the whole thing. I figure they're probably just gonna run out. Right?
And if they do come out with Swin, then, I mean, Choke is a really good shot.
The best shot, honestly.
I mean, I don't think we have a better plan.
Yule and Zane were just sitting there, staying there listening for a little bit. And Yule says, "It sounds like a good plan to me. I'll stay on team, shoot them in the face when they come out. Zane can sneak in the back with somebody."
I can go.
All right.
Okay. Well, Claire, if you want to hook me up with like, I can be eyes overhead and I can communicate as needed.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Everyone bought communicators, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Making sure.
How would I do that?
What's the question?
Oh, also, the cameras, do they have night vision?
Yes.
So if I turn off the lights, I'll still be able to see what they're doing in the
Yeah, I'll
warehouse.
give that to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they would want those for nighttime security at the warehouse.
Yeah.
Or nighttime, after hours security. There's no nighttime here. It's always nighttime.
I mean, I have Myra's computer. Could you like forward, like put what's on yours on mine?
Oh,
And then
yeah, sure.
I can like radio.
Yep.
This is so fun.
Okay, you screen share. All right. All right, so Zane and Clarity sneaking in through the back of the warehouse to save Swin. Choke, Yule, Impulse, Klaxon staying out front to light up everyone as they leave the building.
And
Impulse is just supervising. You don't
Oh,
want her
yeah.
shooting things. Yeah.
and if so, does Spiderbot have to stay rigged where they're at to maintain the link?
At this point, I'll say Spiderbot can move around.
All right, then I will move Spider. Oh, what you got, Choke?
No, mine is... Hi, Savannah here. Are we
Hey,
doing the
Savannah.
thing where we get XP at the beginning of every session?
Oh, shoot. I forgot that. I'm sorry. Yeah, everyone got 2 XP at the beginning of the session.
Sorry.
Sweet.
I was looking at my abilities and some of them take XP and I was like, fuck, I don't have any. Wait, do I? Thank you.
Okay. You have everyone is locked and loaded, I assume. So give me the rundown of where you guys want to be positioned. So Clarity and Zane sneak around to the back of the building. Nobody's going to detect you back here. The only person watching the security cameras is you, Clarity, and Impulse. So you're good there. I assume, Choke, you wanted some sort of high vantage point to kind of do some sniping.
Yeah.
Yule doesn't have a sniper rifle, but she's gonna essentially be a little bit closer, kind of ducked behind a there's some sort of like container that is like been what's the word I'm looking for? Discarded outside, some sort of storage container. She's kind of bunkered down behind that with her blaster. Klaxon, what do you?
I'm gonna stay in the truck. Use the truck as cover, and that way I will the multitask deal. I'll be Spiderbot's gonna head towards the lone person, try to figure out what's going on there.
Okay.
And then I can drive the truck at the same time if need be.
Sure.
So
Sure.
Impulse will join you in the truck then. Then
Okay.
can radio any info.
All right. Cool. You all get into position. Spiderbot comes crawling around the ceiling over towards the conference room area, and you can see this kind of ducks around the side and into the room through one of these open like windows, and you can see the guy is sitting. There's a computer sitting on the table, which he is sort of typing into. There's also a data pad. It's not his, he's not wearing it. Actually looks like Swin's data pad. I guess you'd probably recognize that is sitting on the table next to him. He looks a little bit like agitated, keeps checking his like the time, and is typing away up there.
hold position.
Everybody's in position. Okay. What's happening first? Shots or lights out?
I think we want to take out the two guys in front first, just so it's less people to worry about.
Okay.
That's me.
They're still there. Over.
All right. Choke.
Nailed it.
So I did look up the surprise rules and how that works in the system.
Wait.
If they are truly unaware that the attack is coming, the attack is eased by 2 steps.
Okay.
The difficulty of this is a 3.
Okay.
That'll make it a 1.
I'm trained with this gun.
That'll make it a 0.
I shoot him.
You just shoot him. You can roll to just see if you get a critical or.
This will be the good one, right? Y'all remember how shitty I rolled last time? $16.
Okay, not quite a.
Oh wait, do I have to roll for each of them?
So. I was debating whether
Like
you
a
get
separate
off
attack
more
for
than one shot.
both guys?
Huh?
I was saying, is it a separate? Can I get both of them or?
I was debating whether you'd be able to. How much damage do you do with the first shot?
6.
That's a lot. I will say roll a speed check for me. Okay. Difficulty 3. This is initiative roll. See whether you're able to get off the second shot first.
I have. Oh no, I have the thing that is canceling out my bad initiative.
Right.
That's what it is. Okay.
Also difficulty 3.
It's a 14.
Okay, so you do succeed on that too. So you get off a second shot as well. You can roll for that one.
So that one's a 2.
Okay, well you still succeed.
Yeah.
Luckily. So here is...
Choke knows it was a sloppy shot.
Here's what happens then, because I'm also going to count, since Yule's providing backup, I'm going to count some additional damage from there too. So you aim, they're just kind of mulling about. They don't really seem on edge or anything. I have no idea. Line up your crosshairs, exhale, squeeze the trigger. and the blaster rifle goes off. Assume it's not silenced, so it's still pretty loud.
No, it does a blast.
Yeah. So "Pachoo," is my blaster noise, and the first shot like clips the guy in the head, and he goes kind of staggering backwards, falling into the ground. You see like a huge burn mark across his head. And the second guy, you reload, turn, fire as well. This one wings him in the shoulder, and he kind of spins around as well, looking up, and then you hear a as Yule fires some covering fire from the side. A few stray shots from the blaster ricocheting off of the reinforced walls of the warehouse door. The rest lighting up this guy, and he goes collapse in the ground. Immediately inside, clarity over, you're watching the display. You can see the people closest to the door spin around and grow and like worried about what's happening. They clearly heard some noise outside.
Okay, and as soon as I hear the shots, I cut the lights.
Okay, and poof, the lights go out. Everything in complete darkness. I assume you also locked the back doors of the building.
Yeah, the back doors will be locked until we need to get in.
Okay. Then in the night vision display, you see some of them staggering around. One of them does, because I gotta imagine one of them at least has some sort of light source. So brings up like a, say as a lighter, because none of them are the type of people that are kind of carry a flashlight, but a couple of them have lighters as they pull out, which like cool laser lighters that they have, and because it's sci-fi, and some of them using the displays from their data pads, but it's not a whole lot of light, and they're staggering around, kind of bumping into each other. There's some yelling inside the building that all of you can hear. The guy that's upstairs with Spiderbot gets up from his desk and kind of comes over like yelling down into the building, and there's a lot of shouting back and forth. A couple of them begin to move towards the front of the building, a couple of them move towards the back. They're close to the back, so they get to those doors first, and they try to pull on them, and they don't move. They try it a couple of times. Doors are locked. They spin around and begin to all run towards the front of the building to all go out that way. Trying the doors, and those of you outside can see the big warehouse doors sliding apart as from the darkness inside, a couple of these patchers come staggering out into the light, weapons drawn. As you've taken out 2 and there's 7 left.
Now would be a good time to murder the rest of them.
All right, we're gonna roll initiative.
Do I need to roll initiative?
I'm gonna have everyone roll because you're still gonna go you're still gonna get to go and move and stuff on your turn. We're gonna do other things as the combat's going on.
Does anything add to initiative? I can't remember.
If you have, it's a speed defense roll. Or sorry, not speed defense. It is just a speed roll. If you have anything that would lower, if you have any training in initiative or anything, that would apply. Otherwise, it's just a straight roll unless you have something to reduce it.
Okay.
Difficulty is a 3, so you have to roll a 9 or higher.
Oh,
Bad.
19.
Good.
7.
Bad.
Sorry.
1.
Very bad.
9.
Wait, did you roll? That was I got a free intrusion on you. You rolled a 1. Sweet. And what did you roll, GB?
9.
Okay, so you succeed. All right, so the 2 people that get to go before the baddies are Choke and Klaxon.
Go ahead, Choke.
Can I use one of my intrusions for an XP?
Yes.
It's called Perfect Setup. It is you're fighting at least 3 foes, and each one is standing in exactly the right spot for you to use a move you trained in long ago. Essentially, I can attack 3 people on my turn.
Oh, nice.
So roll a separate attack for each one, but I can attack all 3 of them.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, you can
They
definitely
all
do that.
stand in a perfect line.
Yeah, so you said 3 of them come spilling out right into your crosshairs, and you just easily take 3 quick shots. So go ahead and roll an attack against each of them. This time, I'm not going to give you don't have surprise, but none of them know where you are. So I'm going to reduce the difficulty by 1 step for that. So that'll reduce it from 3 to a 2, and then you're trained in this, so that'll reduce it to a 1.
Okay. So I'd have to roll a 3.
You just have to roll 3 or higher 3
Going
times.
to see.
Don't curse yourself.
I'm gonna do 1. There we go.
Oh,
A 4, a 14, and a 19.
Nice. Okay, so 19 you
4.
get additional. 19 you get additional damage.
Oh, that's right.
Or you get.
Even the 4 works though, right? Because it was just a 3.
Yeah.
Oh, those all work. Yeah, you
Nice.
succeed
Yeah.
on all of those.
Sit on.
So you get a minor effect. You can either deal 3 additional points of damage, or you can choose some other minor effect. You can get them to. There's a whole list of them in the book. I'll give you a hint. The 3 additional points of damage is enough to kill one of them outright.
I would love to do that.
Okay. So 3 shots. 3 hits. 2 of them staggered with the just getting shot in the less important parts of their bodies enough that they get to live, but cause serious pain. One guy gets shot in the shin and kind of goes collapsing down on the ground. The other guy, you readjust your aim and it gets him in the shoulder, and which we all know doesn't hurt. And
He'll be fine in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he'll be fine in just 20 minutes. Just got to walk it off. The last guy, though, perfect headshot. Big hole straight through the forehead from the blaster, and he just collapses immediately in the door. Okay, that's chokes. 2 severely so 3 dead, 2 severely injured, and that leaves 4 remaining. That are untouched. One of them in the conference room hasn't quite made it outside yet, but the rest is spilling out. Klaxon, you can go.
Spiderbot jumps down, grabs Swin's communicator, and scuttles away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I imagine it's got a small magnet plating on its belly or something, and it goes over that, just ding, picks it up on its underside, and then just goes scuttling away with it. Wonderful. Okay, so that's all of you. Yule goes. I was saying Yule goes at the same time as when Choke was gonna go, and Zane's gonna go at the same time as Clarity's going. It's backup. I'll say Yule does enough damage to one of the heavily injured ones to take them out. So we'll say that's 4 dead.
I'm counting that one as one of mine.
Sure. Okay.
You loosened the lid for her
Yeah, you did loosen the lid a lot.
on their brain cap.
The human lid, the skull.
Covering fire.
I loosened the human lid.
The rest of them, as they now knowing where Choke is at up on the building and where Yule is at, they begin to fire blindly up there. Choke, I'm going to have you make a defense roll, a speed defense. You are going to have a asset here because of your cover and your positioning.
Okay.
So it would be a 3. That's a 2.
Okay. 8.
Difficulty was a 6, or it was a 2, so you had to roll 6 or higher.
Great.
So you succeed. Blaster fire rains across the ledge as you kind of roll back over with your weapon, blasting chunks out of the steel, leaving holes across the thinner parts of the the wall that you're there, but you're out of sight, and you're just kind of waiting for the blaster fire to fade a bit before you make your next attack. Just calmly, this is what you've trained for. Yule, at the same time, is firing, kind of covering fire. She gets is kind of pinned down. I'm gonna say right now she hasn't been hit, but she is now kind of hunkered behind the crate. She's in a worse position than you are, and they're beginning to kind of like flank around the sides to her. So I'm gonna say on your next round, she's not gonna have much ability to help you until you're able to like help her out a little bit. So that deals with everyone, all the bad guys, those in the back.
Can I start to get the truck in motion?
You can. So you want to like bring it around the side of the building?
Yeah, I'm gonna start bringing it around so I can smash into people if it gets ugly, or be there when we need to exfil.
Would you prefer to be driving into it or like be backing it up down the alley?
I guess I can back it up.
Back that ass up.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Use a big fine truck.
Yep.
All right, yeah, you can definitely be doing that. Throwing the truck and kind of wheeling around, kind of fishtails backwards. It's vector
I'm
thrusters.
sick. Okay, I get a pass.
And then it begins to slowly kind of creep down the alleyway, kind of Raiders of the Lost Ark style, through this narrow corridor. Everyone that rolled bad can go now.
Oh man, I was gonna call and fuck with the guy upstairs, but you took the data pad, which is good because Swin needs her data pad back, so it's cool.
Unless the magnet has like fucked it up.
Oh no, totally wiped it. It's gone.
Future computers are magnet proof.
Excellent. Oh, it's all right. They'll come out with the iDiz phone like 1 million at this point. Very, very soon. Can I don't know. This isn't a move necessarily, but since we have like eyes in the sky, could Impulse help out and like either give an asset for giving them intel, or I mean, I guess I do have the move of like good advice.
Okay.
So I don't have to spend anything. It's just you have the benefit of clarity and wisdom. When you help another character, they gain an additional asset. Could I do that over like the radio, like the communicator?
Sure. Yeah, I could.
Okay.
I can see you do that. Because actually, here's what I'm going to say here. As the blaster fire is going off out front, Clarity, I assume you're unlocking and heading in through the back, or about to. This is kind of happen at like a concurrent initiative or like on a prior initiative, but you rolled a 1, so I get to use a GM intrusion on you. And my intrusion is going to be gunfire going off at the front, very loud, people dying, very bad. Person up top does not want to go that way, and not aware that the back was locked. Clarity, you round a corner, coming with Zane down between these building or between the crates, heading towards the one that you know or that you believe Swin might be in. Are you? I assume you're not using your invisibility because you only get 1 use of that.
Nope, not yet.
And Zane probably has like a flashlight or something if you don't, that he was using. I know you have. Did you have night
My
vision?
eyes. Yeah, my eyes have night vision.
Okay. Well, maybe Zane doesn't use that. But either way, the guy is coming down that same passageway. Whoever was upstairs, kind of staggering their way through the darkness, hears you and pulls out a gun, his blaster, aiming it down because hearing some sort of noise, and goes, "Who the fuck is that?"
So do I get an XP for allowing the intrusion?
No, you don't get a choice because this is because you rolled a 1.
Okay. Can I use an intrusion?
Yes.
I want to use advantageous malfunction, which is a device being used against you malfunctions. It might harm the user or one of their allies for a round, or activate a dramatic and distracting side effect for a few rounds.
Okay. Yeah, I really like that. So you spend an XP. And you get to do that. So the guy pulls out his gun. Do you say anything in that moment when he asks, like, "Who the fuck are you?"
clarity?
And you just hear an explosion as the guy, not knowing who you are and going like, this idiot just identified themselves and I'm gonna shoot them now. However, his poorly maintained blaster rifle, I'm not talking to you, Siri. Jeez. Explodes in his hand, just blasting backwards. There's an explosion of fire and laser, and you just see him just kind of go flying backwards and kind of slams into the side of one of these cargo containers and is immediately unconscious on the ground.
Cool. I'm
I saw the whole thing. Get him. Tie him up. Bring him along.
Zane, do you want to like shoot him or tie him up or something? That's not really my area.
Tie up.
Shooting.
Tie up.
Tie him up. I'm gonna go.
Tie up. Okay, I'm gonna tie him.
Okay. Good job, Zane. You didn't really do anything, but good job. Let's see.
You.
I'm gonna go to the container and I'll be right back.
Okay. He starts tying him off. You head to the front of the container. It's been abandoned at this point. You grab the hinge, latch to the side, yank it open, and looking inside with your night eyes, you see sort of swaying from side to side, being suspended by her ankles upside down from a magnet hook in the ceiling, hands kind of, fingers dragging across the bottom of the crate, hair just a mess. You see, who can't see you right now because it's pitch dark. You see Swing.
I have cyber eyes too.
Do they have night vision?
I don't know. I don't remember. I can record on them. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I don't think yours had the night vision upgrade.
Hey, Swin.
Clarity?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, we came for a different reason, but then we came to rescue you, which became the main reason. We were gonna be here anyway, but then you were here, so that just kind of worked out.
Did you turn off the power?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking sweet. Can you get me down?
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime's fine.
Okay, she's gonna try and get Swin down.
Okay. I think what happens is you're just like, it's a magnetized lock magnet, so you're just like fumbling with it and finally you unhook it and the whole thing just falls down. Swin just kind of crash. It's not a far way to fall, like maybe a foot with her head, but
yeah, I tuck my shoulder.
Yeah, she tucks her shoulder, she hits the ground with a heavy thud, undoes her ankles.
Thanks. So, why are you here again?
I didn't actually understand much of that part. There's a whole thing about stuff that was stolen and we're stealing it for some other guys. And and then you're here, so we would have been here anyway to get you.
Right.
So that's kind of the gist of why we're here. They're shooting people out front. We can probably, I don't know if you want to come up behind them and also help shoot people, or if you just want to sneak out the back.
Val, do I know where the ship is?
Yes.
Well, that sounds great. I'm gonna go do something that's neither of those things, though, so...
Oh, can I come with you?
Yeah, I guess.
Cool.
You good at hacking, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I might need that. You got a flashlight or something?
I can kind of see, so let me see. Actually, hold on.
I got my boot knife, and that's about it right now. They took all my stuff and put it in a bag. A plastic bag.
I'm assuming it's at this point Spiderbot comes like down with the data pad and just kind of like falls next to you.
I do have a flashlight in my equipment.
Oh, nice.
So I have a flashlight.
I'll flashlight up. I'm gonna go for the shuttle.
Okay. The three of you head around the corner. Swin, you know where it is. It's actually in an adjoining, in the adjoining warehouse to this, right next, like there's like a small tunnel leading into another building, and that's where the shuttle is. And the all of you start heading that way. Outside, gunfire going off. Joke, it's your turn.
How many of them are left?
Well, it's Choke or Klaxon, but I'm assuming Choke is doing some shooting right now.
Shooting.
Yeah. We said you killed 4. Nope, you've killed 5 now.
Yeah.
Well, one's not dead, just unconscious. So there are 4 left outside.
Okay. Then I'm gonna fire, unless Klaxon, unless you want to do something first. I'm just gonna fire at the ones that are starting to encroach on Yule.
Yeah, I like the idea. Whoever you don't get, I whip the truck around the back, side of the building and just kind of blop blop, run them over.
I like both of that. So, yeah, you take your shot, Choke. You don't have that same luxury this time. They know where you're at. There's no more surprise or anything. So it's a difficulty 3 reduced to a 2 because you have training in it, unless you want to spend effort or something.
I do. So I have an edge of 2 in this one.
Okay.
So that
you
means
can
I
spend
only
1
I
point.
can spend 1 point and reduce it again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right. So that's a 1. Going to roll.
Nailed it.
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, I get to make an intrusion and don't
Yeah.
have to spend XP for it.
Yeah. It was going so well.
What do I want to do against you?
Is it shoot me in the face? It's usually what it is.
That's so easy, though.
So passe. That's like so
Yeah,
last season.
That's last season. Okay, I think the intrusion
He's
here
raising his
is.
hand.
Huh?
I said Juvie was raising his hand.
Yeah. No, I don't want to do you harm. I don't want to do you physical harm. Just emotional.
Just emotional? Okay. Fine.
So you fire a shot down at the patcher who's coming around the side of Yule. You miss entirely. It strikes the wall, kind of ricochets to the side, and doesn't do any. It doesn't hit anyone. It does scare the patcher a little bit, and they duck down. And as they're doing, they kind of blindly fire around the corner where Yule is, and you do see Yule get kind of lit up. By that, and she gets hit. Not enough to kill her. She's not dead, but she's like shot and kind of in the back and kind of cries out in pain and kind of wheels or falls to the ground, kind of pushing her way up. But she's been disarmed at this point and is looking like in a bad spot as the patchers are coming around to finish her off. That's my intrusion.
And then
Cool.
I'll run them over.
Okay. You can run a couple of them over. Yeah. So we'll make you. Yeah. This will be in a. I would say this is speed.
You tell me.
Could make an argument for being either speed or intellect based. We'll go with speed. And you can if you do you have a proficiency or something or a
Piloting.
Piloting. Okay, cool. So that'll reduce it by 1. So to a 2. Do you want to do anything else? Spend any effort or?
Can I assist?
You could assist with this definitely.
Awesome. No, a little more to your left. And punch it.
And meanwhile, Spiderbot's rolling along with the other crew, and then he kind of veers to one side a little bit, and like goes left a little bit because I'm doing 2 things at once.
Too
Was
many
this
things at
thing
the
drunk
same
or
time.
something? What's going on?
All right, and
So the asset lowers it by 1 more. Is that right?
The assist will lower by again, so it'll be a 1.
Okay, 3. If GB,
16.
I was gonna say, if GB rolls high enough, can we have the scene of just like Yule just like trying to get away and like backing up, and then like Klaxon just like Regina George like buses all of them just out of nowhere.
Exactly. That's what I was seeing in my mind's eye. They're like, aha, we got you. And then all of a sudden, the truck. 16.
I love it. Yeah, so the two are just blind. So two of the... We said there were 4 outside left. I'm going to go with 3 of the 4 are just blindsided by the truck and just smashed. Maybe one of them is thrown, might not be dead, but is definitely out. The other 2 are just like, I mean, there's not much left to discern them as former people at this point. So they're gone. There's still the one that was crouching on the other side and kind of blindly firing at Yule is still there and still a present threat.
Can I open the side of the truck and be like, "Oh, honey," and just hop out and try to get her into the truck?
You can. However, their turn is before yours.
Oh, shit.
So now that everyone in the good initiative has gone, the bad guys go. That's what I'm calling it. Good initiative and bad initiative is divided by whatever the enemy's initiative is. I'm sorry, them's the rules. They fire again, sort of blindly around the corner towards Yule and I guess Swin, or not Swin, Impulse. You're on that side of the truck. You haven't gotten out yet, though. So I'm gonna have you make a speed defense roll. Yes, you. Let's do, speed defense roll. It's a 3. The difficulty is a 3 again. You're gonna have 1 asset because you're inside the truck. I'm gonna say some cover, so reduce it to a 2.
That's a 10.
Good. Okay, you succeed. I never would have thought that players would stress so much about having to roll like a 6 or higher on a d20. It's so fun.
Because usually, like for all these other RPGs, it's like you have all these modifiers that you can throw on after the fact, but we have to do it all before. So it's like we're literally waiting for that one number.
Yeah. No, I love it. Okay, so you succeed. You duck down the truck. One of the windows like blasted out, and the glass kind of shatters and fragments and falls down on you. The blaster kind of again continue to just like blindly fire. It misses Yule, but she's just kind of hunkering down there, and she's still in a pretty bad spot. That will be. He's the only one left, so that's it for me. Those of you inside the building, I guess Impulse.
Just radio out to everybody on the communicators. Okay, we're down to 1, and he's seriously pissing me off. And we'll jump out of the truck and grab Yule and try to get her inside the truck.
Okay, you can grab her and pull her into the truck before the goon can fire off anymore. Those of you inside the building emerge into this secondary warehouse where there is a massive a sizable Lunatech transport shuttle. It's a big Lunatech branding across the side of it. It's a little scuffed up, but it's looks pilotable.
Cool. Hey, so you guys are coming after the ship?
Yes.
You want the ship?
Yes.
I gotta buy it for the ship? Well, you know what? Let's get it out of here. We'll work that out later, alright?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, let's just get it out of here for now.
Cool. Can you go check and make sure that the engine is gonna start? Do you know how to get there? I'm gonna go on the control deck. I'm sure there's like labels for it. You can find it, okay? I trust in you. I believe in you. You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Where am I going?
Well, I would say if you're trying to run like diagnostics on the ship, the cockpit would be the best place to go.
No, I'm
but Swin
sending
doesn't
her away so I can go to the cockpit by myself.
Yeah, that's
I
what it
don't-
seems like.
I don't know about that though, Swin. I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know about ships? We gotta make sure
I
that
have
it's
a guy with me. I have a guy with me who knows about ships.
You a flyer? You a pilot?
Zane, who's there, is like, I mean, I know a thing or two. I've been fixing up. I mean, nothing like this nice, but I do a lot of mechanical.
You know
work.
what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you go make sure everything's set up right, nothing's cracked or whatever, before we turn it on, okay?
I'm gonna have you roll. You're trying to like fast talk them into getting them to. Do you have any sort of like?
I just need like 5 minutes alone.
Uh-huh.
Oh god, the scrolling on your mouse. I hate it.
Wow. Comes into our house.
Yeah.
Complains
Are
about
you
our
on?
I
stuff.
have oh wait, go back down.
Well, that's your skills.
You have persuading.
Right, I have persuading, but I have intrusions that I could use for this. Friendly NPC, an NPC you don't know, someone you don't know that well, or someone you know but who hasn't been particularly friendly in the past, chooses to help you, though it doesn't necessarily explain why. I mean, maybe. Or
that's probably not exactly applicable to what you're trying to do here. Honestly, I think your best bet is probably to roll to try to persuade.
Sure.
But Zane's not very hard to persuade to do anything.
Cool.
It's clarity really that you have to persuade here. So let's do a roll. It'll reduce it by 1 step. For Zane, the difficulty is a 2. It'll reduce it to a 1. For clarity, trying to see what clarity is difficult. I don't know if we do a contested roll here. Yeah, I'm gonna have. Well, I guess let's do this. Like, I'm gonna let Morgan kind of set it here. How trusting are you in this situation?
I think Clarity in the past year has had many talks from Impulse and Choke about trusting people. So while she personally doesn't think that Swin would double cross them, she also is like, if I let her by herself in a ship that we're supposed to get, I'm gonna be yelled at.
So would you say this is I'm going to say either a standard difficulty requiring focus, but most people can usually do this. Demanding requires full attention. Most people have a 50-50 chance to succeed. Or difficult, trained people have a 50-50% chance to succeed.
Probably standard. I mean, I feel like if Swin really like was like, I really need to do this.
Okay. Then we'll put them both at a 2 then for that.
Okay.
So your training drops it to a 1. You're going to roll, you just have to roll 3 or higher.
I'll just take from my intellect pool and use an edge.
Okay, you're going to do effort?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can spend a level of effort. I think you have edge in intellect, so you just spend 2 from your intellect pool.
We can't edit her sheet.
Oh, right.
Oh, can you not?
No.
Oh, shoot.
That's all right. I'll write it down.
All right. I did it.
Okay.
And you have 2 XP.
And I have 2 XP, please.
I will add that. Yeah, I need to figure out a way.
We can roll from it, just not like edit the.
Yeah, you just can't
pools.
edit it. Yeah, there isn't a good way to do this here. Anyway, so you're convinced enough to give her a couple of minutes, maybe. in the ship alone. So here's what I'm gonna say. So Swin, while Zane looks to you, Clarity says, "I guess we'll check the engines if that's what she's so bit. Your friend's a bit like panicked or like kind of twitchy. She all right?"
She's kind of like that. I mean, not
Okay.
all the time, but yeah, she's kind of like that.
She's not just gonna like steal the ship though.
You know, that did cross my mind. I feel like Choke's gonna be really mad if she steals the ship. But also, I don't know if her and Choke are doing well. It's this whole thing. I'm not really sure what's going on with them, to be honest. But, you know, I think personally that if they really communicate and like talk about their feelings, that could probably be fine. But,
You know, I'm always saying that. We're usually watching like Rock'em Sock'em Love 'em, and I'm just saying if they would
Love
just
that
talk to
show.
each other on that show instead
my
of punching
gosh.
each other, it would. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
My sister doesn't really. She just wants to watch the robots fight, and she says I think too much about it. But
No, that show requires a lot of thought, so watch it and enjoy it properly.
thank you. That means a lot to me.
Oh, I thought, okay, well, I'm glad.
That you would agree with me.
Yeah,
All right, we should check that.
okay,
Why don't you just like hang out here in case she tries to leave?
okay, will do.
And Clarity or God damn it, Swin, you head inside the cockpit. What are you doing? You
Yes.
got 5 minutes.
Yes, I would like to go in and retrieve the landing codes. And then wipe it.
Okay. So you want to try to...
The clearance codes.
All right. So you have a really convenient way of doing that because the black box of the ship has already been removed and is sitting on the passengers in the co-pilot's chair, not 2 feet away from you.
Uh-oh. Is it like... Has it been tampered with, or did they just unplug it?
No, it looks like it was just ripped out of the ship because it also contain this box would contain the like tracking
Yeah.
for the ship.
Cool.
So anyone that knows how to steal a ship would remove that first so that the ship can't be tracked.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna put that in my bag. And then I'm gonna try and
Okay,
power it on.
Okay. You power the ship and thrusters engage and the ship lights up.
I'm gonna hit the comms button for the ship and say, it didn't blow up, so sounds good. Any news?
Zane just down there. I almost had my hand in this thing. Why did you start it if you okay. All right.
We're on a timetable here. I hadn't heard anything.
I'm so confused. All right.
If you heard him,
Outside, unless there's anything else it wants to do with the return inside.
I will ask Clarity, like, how many people are here?
There were, well, how many of us or
Yeah,
how many of them? Oh, how many
is
of
the
us?
whole gang here? Who's this?
The
who's
whole
other
gang.
schmuck?
The whole gang, and then the schmuck is Zane. I don't know if he's a schmuck though. And then Yule is here. Yule is here. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Anything I need to know about?
No?
Cool.
Let's just come on, Zane. Let's just get in the ship and we'll go. It's fine.
Why is she calling me a schmuck?
It's a term of
don't-
endearment.
That.
I don't.
He's a
Doesn't
mensch, all right?
The whole time that they're talking, Spider-Bot is there, like looking at one and then looking at the other.
Twin waves.
All right.
One little wave.
Outside. One goon left. What do you do? Choke.
So everybody else is in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to also be getting in the truck. Can I?
You could do a cool jump off the roof.
Yeah, can I do a cool jump off the roof and then just like hit
And there's
this?
it's microgravity, so yeah, it's not very risky.
Yeah, can I hit this last? There's one fool left, right?
Yeah.
Can I hit him with my chain?
You can fire with your chain.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I want to low gravity jump off a roof and then kill a man with a chain. Is that so much to ask?
No, it's not too much to ask.
It's actually
all
very
right.
cool to ask.
I'm just
Very
a girl
cool to ask. You
Yeah.
asking her
Leap-
GM if I can murder a man with a chain in microgravity.
I was
You
like,
leap
these don't
off
look
the
like
roof.
my stats at all. They're not.
whipping the chain around behind you and then striking forward. It's this Patcher is leaned up against, kind of trying to keep some cover behind this metal box. It's going to be a 3, reduce to 2 because you're trained.
I'm gonna spend one to knock it down again.
Okay.
Come on. A 9.
You succeed. How much damage does your chain do?
5. It's a lot. 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get bonus to melee weapons.
Right. That's enough to kill him. The chain just, I think, similar to our first session of our first mission of the first season, wraps around the neck of this guy, and you yank backwards. There's a snap, and the body just goes like flying, ragdolling through the air.
Just like pull the chain back, look into the truck. What is my accent? I like space.
It seems to agree with you quite well.
Right. Let's get everyone else.
Yule's like laying in the back of the truck, just like, ow.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Ow.
Come on. Let me look at it. I'll
Oh.
patch it up.
Okay. She's got a pretty nasty blaster burn
I have a
on her
first
back
aid
shoulder.
kit.
Hey.
You start patching her up.
Yeah.
So we'll get a scene. I think I like this scene of before we go to break, as I think you're getting the ship lit up. The cargo bay doors open of this warehouse, and you can see out front, in front of where this is parked, Swin from the cockpit. You can see this small like utility truck is parked in front. You see Klaxon kind of piling in the front of it, looks up in your direction, and the back, I think the back of the truck opens up so that everyone else can enter, and you can see Choke in the back administering first aid to a woman with spiky blonde hair, and like 2 sets of like mohawk spikes, lots of studs, piercings, tattoos, pretty like muscular as well, who I guess she's taken off her jacket and just has the like burned tank top that she's wearing, and Choke's in the back giving her first aid as you look up and you can see Swin piloting the ship, and Swin, you look down and you see Choke.
Oh, this is going to be good.
And that's where we're going to take our break. So, yeah, let me do some less dramatic music for a second.
I'm such a fan of this show, guys. Such a fan of this show.
If I'm going to have any chance to do some weird sitcom energy, now's the time. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be back in a couple minutes. We promise, actually, a couple minutes. We're going to set our timer. We're going to take an expeditious break, and we'll be back by or before the hour to continue our session. So everyone, hang out, and we will see you real soon. Welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us on our perfectly timed break. We are ready to continue with our second episode of Season 2 of Neon Souls. So, I'm gonna turn off Chuck Kicks Ass, Chuck Kick Ass for a minute and do something a little more dramatic. Okay. All right. You have just been presented with this moment, which I cannot encapsulate better as Swin, who has just stolen data from this this transport vessel, which you guys are commandeering for your potential new employers. Looks out and sees Choke patching up an injured Yule. The rest of you, all over the place, Klaxon piloting the transport car, the truck, the Impulse in the passenger and the side seat there. Clarity a little bit behind Swin, with Zane, who's kind of checking systems on the in the cockpit here.
Were you guys planning on flying this thing out of here?
Hi, how are you? Glad you're not dead. You're welcome for saving you.
Is Impulse with me? I thought they're still in the car.
In the other car.
Okay.
But, I mean,
I thought you all had come to the other car.
Oh, no.
No.
We're trying to...
Oh,
Not yet, but you
I
could
was talking
passively aggressive get on the communicator.
I will. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. So...
It's just like looking up at you.
Do I have the communication device?
There's a comm device in the cockpit.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Impulse, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Do you guys have a place you're planning on bringing this, or I gotta buy ya if you guys...
It's kind of for a job. Awkward.
Yeah.
Zane leans into it says, What happened to Yule?
Oh, she's good, babe. She's good.
She's okay.
She got shot, but we're patching her up. She's alive. She's good.
Okay. Good.
Clarity pats his shoulder. It's okay, this happens all the time.
I'm taking care of it. Don't worry, buddy.
Now, were we a
thumbs up?
Were we after the shuttle or the crates that are here in the warehouse?
You're after both the shuttle and the contents
Okay.
of the shuttle.
All right. Okay.
Which are still in the back of the shuttle.
Okay.
What exactly are the contents? Can I look and
You can look. Nobody's looked yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
shit.
I want to know what this is.
We fucking didn't care at all.
No, you can you kind of look through the back, having this moment. It's like, I don't even know what's fucking in here. you turn, kind of walking back to the back. You open up the cargo container, and begin to sort of mess around in here. There's a few things. There's actually it looks like a few shipments that were coming through here. There's some military tech that looks like might be outfitted for the LSM or LSF use. Which is the Lunatic Security Force. There is some medical supplies, and then some other miscellaneous technology and stuff that looks like it's going to some sort of corporation up in V-Sphere. It's pretty standard shipment, nothing too illicit.
Huh. All this for normal stuff? Okay, I was expecting something crazy, but oh well.
They can't all be Mickey Mouse clones.
Yeah.
Hey, Glax.
I am in fact really glad that they're not all Mickey Mouse clones, personally.
Hey, Impulse, you want to get up here and we can negotiate, talk about how we split
sure.
this? Cool.
And Klaxon will look to Yule. What happens with the truck?
Can it fit in the cargo bay of the ship?
No, it's not big enough for that. Or the cargo bay isn't big. The truck's too big. Yule says, it's Zane, so he can. I mean, he had planned on piloting the shuttle out, but if you've got someone that when you can do that, then he can take the truck back.
What do you want, Zane? Truck
Zane
or shuttle?
The comms, and he says, I mean, I'll do. We also have this unconscious guy here.
Now who's fearing the lead? We have a hostage? Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Clarity asked me to tie him up.
Good job.
Why don't you come get the truck?
Yeah, I'll take the truck and we can meet up. I'll give you the coordinates for where we're supposed to make the drop at.
Solid. Klaxon hops out of the truck and
Impulse follows.
Is anyone staying in the truck except for Zane and Yule?
Is there anything of value in the truck of ours?
are they gonna let us take off with this without
Well,
them?
that's what I'm curious if anybody is gonna stay behind.
Clarity can go with them.
Okay. Because if it looks like you're all just about to get in the shuttle and the two of them are stuck in the truck, then I think they may start thinking differently. But if one of you stays in the truck with them, then I think they'll be solid.
That's
Or
why I
Yule can
gave
come
him
with
the
us.
choice.
Mhm. Well, who would drive the truck then?
Zane's gonna drive the truck.
Zane's gonna try the truck. Yeah, Yule will go
Yule
with you.
could come with us.
Then, yeah, that sounds suitably dramatic. Let's put everyone in the shuttle.
Come on.
So
No
yeah,
offense,
Zane
Zane, but
just
I
said-
don't trust you to look after.
Yeah, Zane just goes up to Yule and says, "I'll go stash the truck, and I'll meet you guys at the drop point." She says, "Yeah, I'll see you there. Just be careful."
Come on.
He just like looks at her back and just.
We'll patch it
Zane.
up. Don't worry.
I'll see you guys in a little while. Fly
Hey, good
safe.
job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did great for your first raid.
Thanks.
We're all very proud of you. All right, let's go.
All right, you guys all load into the cargo.
I'll help
the
Yule
transport
onto the
shuttle
ship.
with Yule. Yeah, you guys all take
I
off.
feel very bad for getting her shot.
Swin. Hey, babe.
Hey.
Okay. So let's talk, shall we?
Yeah.
You have a buyer.
Yep.
Are we talking the entire shipment, the entire rig, or just a little bit of goodies?
Well,
What do
I
we think here?
was sent to negotiate those terms, so I think that's something that I could do with you. I mean, if you are were you after the ship or the cargo?
Well, we were after the shipment.
So the cargo.
So the cargo,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, whatever we can get a hold of. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. I can just lie through my teeth and said like they already made off with some of it, but if we can take at least some, I figure we
Do you
we
want to
still
just
fulfill the contract.
split it? You guys get the cargo, I get the ship.
We probably shouldn't have sent our ride back then, right?
Well, I mean, I could drop you off. I'm not gonna take the cargo. I mean, if I could drop the cargo off with you guys and then take the ship.
Yule says, "If I can interject, since this is my job."
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, what do
Yeah.
you think?
I'm sorry, Noel?
Yule.
Yule.
Swin. Hi.
Hi. We should take the whole thing. I know. I'll give you the coordinates for where Lynn's at, and we can meet him. He'll just take what he needs, and then we can figure out what to do with the rest after.
So
So
are
you don't
the
think
middle-
he? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Are you the middleman, or who's the negotiator here?
There's no negotiator. We were supposed to get it through any means.
Just the cargo, though.
I mean, the whole ship.
But you're good with just the cargo?
I don't
I'm
know.
good
not-
with
it's
just the
not my-
cargo.
This is an initiation. I don't know what they want. I don't
Oh.
ask a lot of questions.
Wait, who are you working for?
The WRM.
Oh.
Who are
Okay.
you working for?
So.
Oh,
Gotta keep my contacts, safe.
we're a family. What are you talking about? Come on, Dish.
It's complicated. Let's go to these coordinates. I'll contact my buyer. Just make sure that I know what I can give, and since I was there first, there is that whole thing. So yeah, I mean, you guys, I'm not willing to be unreasonable here. So
Yeah, I don't know if taking hostage counts as being there first, but
well,
you're welcome, by the way.
did you know I was there?
Actually, we found out beforehand. Yeah, the unconscious guy's a total asshole.
Sort of why we moved up our whole timeline, but whatever.
I'm sorry again. And I don't mean this to sound rude or anything, but who the fuck are you again?
Oh, this is Swin. Oh, I already told you about her.
What do you mean? No, you're... These two?
Told you
Really
it was
her.
complicated.
Huh. Interesting.
Before all that happened, when we first got there, Spiderbot rolled up, bumped onto Klaxon's boot, and then just crawled up him. And then he walked over and he put his hand on the black box, and Spiderbot.
Black box isn't there.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Because Swin
She
just
took
put
it.
it in her bag.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did. Okay.
You guys
All right.
haven't seen the black box.
Okay. Then I guess that's what I'm looking for is the black box,
Yeah.
like in the console where it would be.
Yeah. You can see the opening where it was taken out
Yeah.
of. But yeah, it seems Spiderbot searches around and doesn't see it.
Oh, good. The transponder's gone. They can't track us.
All right, we're good to go. Everyone's in, arms and legs. Buckle up.
Well, Swin, how about this? Why don't we take the whole thing? We do our initiation thing. And I don't know. You want an in with the worms?
Ooh, I mean, I've had contacts with them before, but I'm not really a group joiner.
Okay.
I mean, like, what? So, what is this initiation for? You're gonna?
So we can work with them, get jobs, get connections.
That's good. Yeah. No, I don't want to stand in your way of doing that. But yeah, I did. I mean, I came here with the buyer. I'm the middleman, so I gotta take care of my client.
I
You
mean, it
came
sounds a little bit
here-
like we have to take care of your client.
Yeah, I was about to say, you came here with the client. Did they like drop you off and then just let you get kidnapped, or?
No, I came here by myself. They started asking, we should be flying because there are a bunch of dead bodies outside.
Back up a minute though. You came here with the buyer. Let's get back to that one for a second.
I didn't like physically come here with a buyer. I have a buyer, and I came here to negotiate. I found out where they were, their leader, all that stuff.
Seems like it went well. Considering they were keeping you in a shipping crate.
Well, those tweakers, you can't really predict what they're gonna say or do. But I had a plan.
Pre-flight check. Click, click, click.
So what do we want to do about this unconscious guy?
Oh yeah, shit. Just walk over and smack him across the face.
Man, the perfect way to wake somebody up.
It's extremely ineffectual. It's impulse. Come on.
Yeah, you smack him. He doesn't move. You smack him again. He doesn't move. Smack him again. This time
Oh.
he starts to stir. You smack him again. This time
Impulse,
he goes,
no.
he goes,
Hey.
will somebody stop hitting me, please.
Oh, you're awake. Hi. So, how's it going?
Who the fuck? Where am I?
I'm your worst fucking nightmare, baby. So why don't you talk?
What do you want me to say?
What were you doing with this shipment?
And you can see, like, his eyebrows are burnt off, like, the front of his hair is all burned, like, he, from the explosion, like, he's got, like, cut marks from the shrapnel from the gun and stuff. I mean, he looks like any villain in a Home Alone movie in the third act.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, continue. What was your question again?
What were you doing here with the shipment? And why were you trying to basically ransom our poor girl here?
I don't see why the fuck I have to tell you.
Smack.
Smack in the face. God, my face is really tender right now. I don't know if you know.
I
Gun
have
exploded.
a move.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is called Terrifying Presence. You convince one intelligent target of at least level 3 or lower that you are its worst nightmare. The target must be within short range and be able to understand you for as long as you do nothing but speak. The target is paralyzed with fear or takes some other action appropriate to the circumstances.
Okay. You can spend the intellect for that.
Yeah.
Just smack him again. He just like kind of something comes to his senses, something clicks, and he kind of looks around. He looks up at you, kind of takes in the ship. It begins to move, and like suddenly starting to piece some things together. And he goes,
I'm going to say this one more time. What are you doing with this shipment? And why were you trying to ransom our girl? Talk quickly before I get upset.
all right. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. We stole the ship for money.
For who? For yourselves or someone else?
For us.
Yeah, they're not the smartest bunch. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gathering.
Well, you did hit him like 6 times in the head. I just...
7.
Ow.
Listen,
Listen,
I take the time and I try to teach you all a few things, and I feel like you're really just not listening.
Listen, stim prices are going up. It was the easiest way to make some quick cash.
Yeah, except you have no idea how to barter.
It's not that I didn't mean for it to go to that song. That's not the mood that I want
That
to
was
set.
so exciting, though.
Shopping montage.
Listen, this is an LSF ship. I mean, or a lunatic ship. It's worth a lot of money. It's worth 7 or 8 million cred. Duh.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Do your
darling.
research.
3 million.
No, not even 1 million, hun.
Oh,
You can't even sell a ship like this. You have to scrap it.
What?
I mean, if you had been smarter, then you could have, sold it for parts for I'm not gonna give you a price, but obviously more than trying to sell it with a fucking logo on the side.
So if we had taken it apart, we could have gotten more money for it.
Oh yeah.
Don't give him ideas.
What?
Should I just... Do we need him?
No, I don't know why you brought him.
Can I... What? I didn't bring him.
I said we, not you.
Okay.
I can get you some good stims if you're looking for some. I have a guy. I can talk to you. I know people.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do. Okay.
Yeah.
I got something for you. I'm gonna grab out a sleep patch and put it on his neck.
Okay. And he conks out.
I thought the whole point was we were going to talk to him.
Nobody asked me. I know everything. What do you want to know?
You just don't seem to be saying much, yeah.
What do you want to know?
Who's going to buy the ship?
I have a buyer. I'm gonna buy the ship. I mean, not me personally, but
No,
my client.
Have a buyer?
Yes.
Who is it?
He's a guy with a lot of cred. I don't always tell you what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with.
No, but I feel like when paths and jobs cross like this, you should.
Well,
I'll
and you
put you
just
back in the
knocked out
fucking
the.
crate. Like, it's...
Are you threatening me now? Is that what we've come to?
No, but it's...
I'm not like some criminal here that's like working against you guys. I'm trying to keep things.
Yeah. Impulse takes a step back, like sort of mom arms clarity, and sort of just step back a little.
Yule is also kind of back there, kind of leans in and starts to say, like, I kind of see what you're talking about now.
Right?
It doesn't help anybody for you to be keeping secrets right now.
Well, it doesn't matter who it is if you guys don't know them.
And what if we do? What if it's even more crossed wires than it was before?
All right, clear the room and then we can talk about it. I don't know these two. This one.
Fine.
What?
We're in a ship.
We're in the, where do you want me to go outside?
Is there not, like, more than one
There's a bathroom.
room?
I can.
Isn't there, like, cockpit and cargo bay?
I'll go hang out in the cockpit with Klaxon then. You know, let the person that took a blaster shot for all of you, make them move. Great.
Can I come with you?
Sure. Anything to get away from this.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I thought this would be fun.
Should I go too? Because I was gonna kind of stay here, but if everyone else thinks they should go, I guess maybe I should
Impulse.
go.
If anybody knows them, you're gonna know them, so you should probably stay.
Oh, so we're not clearing the room, we're just clearing the room of
I
people
said
that
I don't
you
know who
don't
that
want
person
here.
is. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't trust her. I don't know her.
Maybe I do.
Why don't you go while you can?
Okay. I'm gone. I'm gone. And she comes up to the cockpit and she like leans into you, Klaxon. She says, "Hey, can I pass out in here? Is that gonna be in your way?"
Oh, pilot chair. Put your arms in the seatbelt.
Cool. She just tucks herself in, walks in, sticks her arms in.
And during that whole exchange, Spiderbot was doing the same thing because it was in the room. It was looking for the joke.
Klaxon's just listening.
Uh-huh.
His name's Revere. He's a big player in the, I don't know if he actually decided what he does. Did we decide what he actually does?
He's a smuggler.
Oh, yes. He's a smuggler.
Has Impulse heard of him in her dealings in the year so far?
Do you have something that you could, that like an ability or something that would work here?
No, I already used my important contact thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I this isn't a small enough city for you.
Fair enough. No,
ever-
no worries.
Yeah, I don't think you've heard of him.
Okay.
That's it. He wants the ship. Doesn't care about the cargo.
And this was such a big deal that we had to shoo our poor friend with a blaster wound in her back out of here?
Names mean a lot. I was hired to work for this client. I'm not just gonna give him up.
Okay.
You wouldn't want me doing that to anyone else, right? We were working together?
No. I'm
Anonymity.
just sensing that this may be, and if I'm out of line, let me know, about more than the job.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a rich fuck who wants a ship is a little less important than us, but if you wanna put him on the same level, that's fine.
Why is my work all of a sudden a problem? Like, I didn't know you were coming for the ship. If I had made the deal with him knowing that you were coming for the ship, that would be one thing, but we're here now, and I can't go back on that.
It works, not a problem.
Can we reach a compromise here?
I think so. At least in regard to the job. I think, honestly, the real question is, can you two come to a compromise?
I don't think now's the time for that.
Oh, I think it's the perfect time because obviously we're going to be running into each other a lot on jobs around here. And if y'all's personal life is going to continue to fuck up what we're doing in our livelihoods, then yes, it's going to be very important.
Well, how has this fucked up any of our livelihoods?
We took a job. We had to speedily increase our time on that job and how quickly it went in and how quickly we had planning time and how little of it we had because your girlfriend was in trouble. Now, I think you would have been a little bit more calm about it if y'all weren't on the rocks. Am I right here? Turns to Clarity. So figure your shit out. One way or the other. I would prefer one way because we do love you, doll. But if it's going to be the other way, whatever works for both of you. But figure it out. We're going to give you some time to do that. Okay?
Are we also gonna squeeze into the cockpit?
I think so, yeah. I wish, because it would have been more like of a dramatic exit, but like we're in kind of a close quarters, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we can still like turn really dramatically. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. Do it. We turn dramatically. Exit.
Spiderbot does two front legs up, shrug, kind of like Clarity did, and then forms into a ball, rolls backwards, and follows them out.
And Spiderbot and Clarity and Impulse, like the doors of the cockpit open again. You guys kind of squeeze in, close behind you, and everybody's like up here, kind of cramped in the cockpit.
Trying to fly here.
Sorry, it was so worth it though. It was super dramatic. I loved it.
I don't really understand what's going on with them.
They're letting their personal life get into their professional, so they got to figure their shit out. That's all.
Yeah,
People do that?
don't touch that. Someone's gonna have to sit on Yule's lap. Right? He's trying to keep them from touching the controls.
I mean, if you're not worried about getting blood on you, sure. More the merrier.
I guess that's me then, because Impulse doesn't want any blood. I'm not heavy.
That's good.
Sorry, this is awkward.
So are they always like this?
Recently,
Since we moved to the orbital thing here, yeah.
I mean,
So about-
Swin did give up like Earth to come with us.
Huh. So, I mean, be honest with me. The drinks probably aren't on the table then with the whole choke thing. That I probably should just stay clear of that. That's probably a lot of... It's probably really complicated.
I guess we'll know in an hour or so.
Oh boy. Cool. She just leans back into the chair. Let's cut to the awkwardness in the well, do I have some good like relationship music in that? I don't think so.
This sounds like we're gonna fight each other.
This does sound like a
Rock 'em,
this one was
sock 'em,
called-
love 'em.
Well, there's Bad Robots, which is
What
this
you
one.
didn't know is that the whole thing has been a setup. And that we either have to go on a date or we have to fight, because we're secretly on Rock'em Sock'em Love 'em.
What?
Smile. You're on Rock 'em, sock 'em. then.
I'm gonna try this one. This one's called Learning Punch.
I don't need to learn punch. I know punch.
Spurt a punch.
I'm
We'll
trained
go
in
with this
punch.
one unless it turns into... I don't know if it's gonna turn into like super actiony halfway through. Please continue. I'll DJ on my own.
You have fun.
What does she expect us to work out in this time period, in this very moment?
I don't know.
Has anything changed in the last month that I need to know about?
You know, I don't know how to answer that question.
I think that seems to be a lot of the problem, is you don't know how to talk about it.
What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know, like all the shit that you've been going through?
What else do you need me to say?
I'm just saying, like, I was trying to help, and you got pissed off because I was trying to help you.
I wasn't pissed.
You didn't talk to me about it?
It doesn't mean I'm pissed. You can't just assume you know how I'm feeling.
No, I would absolutely love to know how you're feeling, except for you never tell me.
It's impossible to tell you when you don't get the answer you want, you just fucking yell.
I'm very loud.
No.
Look, I know that this chronic pain and your arm and all this stuff is causing you problems. And it's affecting your life. And you're fighting and everything you do. And that's tough. It is. I get that. But you do not have to do it alone. And you don't have to push yourself so that you're going to kill yourself.
So what am I supposed to do? Starve?
No, talk to me. Let me help you. That's why I came here. To be with you. The only reason I took this stupid job is because Revere has connections. Nice connections. And he can get stuff from Earth.
Good for you.
No, good for you. Because you know what I got? Do you know what I asked him for?
No, I don't, because you haven't talked to me in a fucking month.
A new chip for your brain. And the reason I'm doing this job is because I have to pay him back for it.
You want to give me shit for not talking to you? Why wouldn't you just tell me?
Because it wasn't done yet.
So?
So? I mean, like, every time we talk, we fight.
We don't have to. We could have done this job together.
It's just hard when every time we have an interaction, it goes either one way or the volatile way. And I know you're in a lot of pain. And I'm trying to help with that. And I don't want to solve all your problems, but you gotta stop just taking it all on yourself. And yeah, I'm loud. And sometimes I jump to conclusions and I get to the ending before we can work our way there, but I mean, that's kind of how relationships work. You gotta leaf through all the problems.
Yeah, you don't leaf through them, you sprint through them.
That's better than dragging your feet.
No, it's not. Because you're not taking me with you.
Look, I did. We're not going to be able to solve all of our problems in one conversation. But I'm willing to talk about it more.
I don't know how to talk about it. Not smart like you. Not good at talking like Impulse.
Well, then we can find some other way for you to do it.
I could punch you.
Well, something that's not so sexy, okay?
I don't know.
Well, the invitation's open.
Okay.
Would it be appropriate if I veered really hard and knocked one of them into the other one?
I'll allow it.
Yeah, suddenly another vehicle comes and I have to dip and knock them into each other.
I feel like he's doing it on purpose.
He better not be listening, because that's a huge breach of privacy.
One of them is.
Which one?
I mean, it's usually Impulse, but...
Yeah.
To be fair, she's probably like smushed against the door that opens between them, so she can't help it or anything. I think they're making up. I can't tell.
I mean, that is a pressurized door in case you lose atmosphere in the cargo.
I'm sorry, okay?
You're sorry?
Yeah.
I don't mean to be bratty here, but what?
Because this sucks, and part of it is my fault, so I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's a two-way street. We gotta work on things together.
Yeah. So that's my fucking push, I guess. Sorry.
Well, I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions and sprinting without you. So, we talk after this? I just gotta ask, who's you?
We just met him.
Oh, okay.
It's her and her brother, and we
Uh-huh.
got in on the job to get in with the worm, and it's not a...
Yeah, why are you guys trying to get in with Worm?
Eventually, I guess, to fuck over the corporations and get back home.
Yeah. I feel like you guys' goals are kind of just like big picture, like destroy the world.
Some of us.
Hmm.
Some of us are just trying to eat.
Yeah, well, got noodles at my place.
I'm so fucking sick of noodles.
all right. Maybe I'll pull for some of those lunchbox dinners. Salisbury steak.
Only the best.
Only the best for my gal. Okay. Now, once we get that neural implant fixed, then we'll Step 1, step 2. Get you a new arm or train you back up again?
Something.
Alright. As long as I can help.
We'll see.
I'm gonna walk up to the door and just like, I think we're done.
Anything else you want?
It's a pressurized door. They can't hear anything
Oh.
on the other side.
I mean, do you think they kissed yet?
They're not listening, are they?
Well, I mean, I did do the veer thing. I don't know, probably.
Just do it one more time.
All right. With that, you assuming there's nothing else with that scene, you veer a couple more times just to be sure. And
Make sure it sticks.
yeah, eventually you open the door and I assume you two are just chatting back there. All right. Yule in the passenger seat was like, looked over, she's like, just start looking somewhere else, I guess. You got any more? She's like Clarity, who's still sitting in her lap. You got any more really tall, muscly friends?
Well, there's the guy that Impulse is seeing, but Impulse doesn't usually see people for very long, or Impulse sees people and doesn't stop seeing them ever. I can't remember which one it is.
Okay, yeah, your group is really weird.
Yeah. Oh, I should probably get out of your lap. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. All right. The ship, eventually you follow the coordinates and reach the destination. It's on the outskirts of the G-sphere. You land in or on top of a building here. And it's pretty. This is a pretty dead area. You don't see much sign of the LSF here, or really anywhere around any security. A lot of the buildings like tagged with graffiti. A lot of it very like anti-corporate jargon across the sides or sentiments on it. And as you land, Yule says. All right. Lynn should be here in a minute. I don't think Zane's gonna make it back in time. But y'all just be cool. Lynn's a good guy. Just a bit paranoid, but everyone at the WRM is kind of, so he might ask you a couple questions.
Right, and is he the leader?
No, he's not
middle
the leader.
management?
He's an officer of them. No, you guys really don't know much about here. No, the leader of Worm is that's Dragon. Nobody gets to meet with Dragon unless you're like really high up there.
Yeah.
I'm
He does
pretty
like.
I'm
Huh?
pretty familiar with like systems where you don't really meet the person at the very top unless you're really high up. And last time that didn't go so well for us.
Right. Well, I mean, he does like speeches and stuff, and he'll do like virtual meetings with people and stuff, but he just doesn't. I mean, with corporate assassins and stuff being around, he's not just going to meet with new recruits like day one.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But this person can negotiate?
Lynn,
Yeah.
negotiate. He's going to take what he needs from the ship because that's the job that we came here to do. And then we'll talk through it. If you have something else that you want here, talk to him about it. this is his deal. So yeah, sure,
Cool.
he can negotiate. Oh shoot, that's probably him. And you can see the door. There's like a rooftop access, and you see the door slide open, and walking out in a black overcoat with some neon green highlights around the side of it, and it's got a hood pulled up currently, and looking a little bit shifty. Comes up, and he looks up, and he's got a mask on, like a half mask or a face mask on underneath. He looks around. You can see his eyes. So he's got human eyes with like kind of a deep brown color, very like tan skin. But the mask itself almost seems like it's probably like integrated with his face, like it's some sort of cybernetic augmentation. And he looks over all of you and says, I'm not going to do a Bane impression here. He's got kind of a tinny voice to it. Should have put on my voice mod. One of these days we need to remember to have that on. And he says, you think Gotham is your ally? No. He goes, oh, Lynn, and you're here. Is this everyone else? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's your brother? She staggers right. He's like, oh, he's fine. He's putting the truck away. He's probably not going to make it for this. He goes, oh, good. I was worried that maybe the worst. She says, nah, he's an idiot, but he's okay. Good. Well, you got the shuttle. Do you mind if I look it over? I don't have much time. She says, no, go ahead. And he steps up into the cargo bay and begins to look over the interior, kind of opening up crates and turning around, and eventually kind of grabs onto one of the railings and Dressel. He says, excellent. This is perfect. That's exactly what we need. He looks down at his wrist and hits a few buttons, and a few drones come up from the side.
Excuse me, hi.
Yes.
I'm Swin.
Swin.
Yeah, I'm
That's not a name you gave me.
No,
Yule.
I was already there when they arrived. I'm a buyer for another party, and I was already there when they arrived. So we talked about took care of everything, got all the stuff out. We had talked about getting the cargo out to you guys, and I'm gonna take the ship and scrap it.
I'm sorry. You were already there.
Yeah.
You were with the Patchers.
Oh, no. I was negotiating with the Patchers.
Negotiating for who?
Third-party buyer.
Who?
Revere.
What's your name again?
Swin.
Yule, do you trust this person? Yule says, I don't really know her. Apparently they do. And I'm assuming so.
She's with us.
Right.
Is this a problem?
I was a
No.
purveyor of goods on Earth, and if you guys need anything, I'm willing to work with y'all to get whatever supplies or whatnot you need for the right price, of course.
Give me 1 second, please. He steps back, walking a little bit away from the ship, not far enough that he can't hear him, and he hits a few buttons on his data pad, and pauses for a second. He speaks. Yes. It's me. All right. I have someone that says they work for you. Swin? Uh-huh. Right. Good. I just wanted to confirm. Can't be too careful. Yes, it's still in one piece. Right. Thank you, Paul. Hangs up. he turns back around and I did not name this character. This was not me. Turns back around and says, "All right, you're cleared. Luckily for you, Revere is one of our suppliers. So,
Cool.
all right. You want the ship?
Yeah.
Or he wants the ship?
Yeah.
We can work with that. I don't need the ship so much as I need the cargo. We're low on supplies.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that, and I think we'll be in business then.
Sweet. You know, I'll give you my information if you ever need more of this. Just call me. Not this. The cargo. I wasn't pointing at you, I promise.
There are a lot of things you can sell, and I'm not one of them.
Right.
Right. I don't think that's an issue, but I will keep you in mind should we need any of Revere's services if you're currently employed with them.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yule, good work. I guess you passed the test then. Seems that considering we don't have an LSF chopper bearing down on us, I think we can work with this.
I mean, she should have. She took a fucking bullet for you.
Right.
She fought quite bravely.
Well, that brings the other matter. If you're going to continue to work for the WRM, I'll provide you with our codes and access to our safe houses. And we'll begin to run jobs.
Are there safe houses like currently available for like living in, or are they just for emergencies?
If you're without someplace to live, we can provide one for you. It's communal living, so there's not a lot of privacy. But we do try to provide support for people that have been
Are there beds?
made homeless. Yes, we do have beds.
Like actual ones?
Not
Like
hammocks?
cots, but
Not hammocks. Or ground living.
yes, something like that. If should you need it, it's really only if you're desperate, though.
Is there at least one closet?
There are several closets. We keep supplies in them,
Then we're desperate.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they've been living in a 10x10 bunker.
Right. Well, we can certainly. I don't know what Yule has told you about the WRM, but I'm sure you haven't heard much. If you're fairly new here, it seems that you only arrived pretty recently, based on what we've been able to find from your background. Seems like there are some people that aren't big fans of yours back on Earth.
Well, not everyone can like you.
Have you guys heard of Shadow?
Here we go.
She had to ask.
Looks at you, Clarity. How do you know about Shadow?
You know about Shadow? This is why you always ask.
This is why you always ask.
Can just one of you stop yelling for like a minute?
As he's having this conversation, those drones that have come up have hovered.
Stand clear. Hatch coming down.
Yeah, have hovered to the back and begin to pull out the cargo containers and magnetized like grapples on the side and begin to hover them off the side of the building and are very expediently unloading. He says, "All right, I'll level with you. We don't normally let people into our organization. Not in this quantity. Yule and Zane have lived in the dregs here for some time and are well connected. That's the reason why they were allowed in. You all were given special dispensation. When Yule told me about you, I ran background. And, well, there are some important people that are interested in your story and your expertise.
I thought you were going to say there's some important people that wanted us dead, which we knew, but someone wants to
Important
hire
people
us?
for our organization, not slime bag corporate assholes.
Klaxon clicks the gun holster safety back on.
I can't talk much here. It's not really safe to have this kind of conversation on the rooftop. Clarity, is it?
Yeah, that's me.
Can you set up a secure line from where you're currently staying?
Sure, no problem.
Someone will reach out to you later and talk more. Like I said, you've piqued some people's interest.
Nice.
We're in need of a specific team to help with some corporate sabotage.
I think I can speak for at least most of us by saying I think you've come to the right place.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So, given that she's the one that was initially offered and vouched for you, let you into this organization, Yule here will be your point of contact and will be your team leader.
Cool.
Great.
Looking forward to
Okay.
working with you, boss.
Yule says, right. Okay, I'm proficient in sarcasm, I get that. We'll figure out the details. Lynn says, all right, we'll talk more. Get you set up. I'll provide you with the safe house locations if you need a place to sleep, but if you can get a secure line somewhere within the next 4 hours, then they'll reach out to you.
Great. Claire?
And you're welcome to the ship. I'd just be a little careful flying around with a transport ship that has the
Yeah.
Lunatech logo on it. You know, just
you-
okay.
Do you have any need for a hostage? There's one on the
No, we
ship.
have-
I keep forgetting about the unconscious man in the back.
Oh my god, I completely forgot.
Yeah, do you want him?
Looks in the back, says, was he one of the ones that stole the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, thanks for the raid, guys. I just saw that.
Hi.
And the follows. Hello, everyone. Right. No, I don't really have a need for a hostage, but if you don't know what to do with him, I'll take him with me.
Cool. I would appreciate
like-
that.
He might have some info, so.
Yeah, we don't really need him.
No.
At the very least, we have some good public assistance programs that can help. So,
Right. Well, it was
All right.
lovely to meet you. Do you guys want to ride
s-
back to the house, or? I mean, I gotta probably take this right to the scrapyard.
Yeah, no, that'd be good.
wonderful.
Pleasure to meet you officially, Lynn.
Likewise, and shakes her hands. All right. We'll be in touch. And he puts his hood back up, heads back to the edge of the
Val,
rooftop
one
access.
very important question. Is he cute?
Yeah. I mean, you can see about half his face, but the half that you can see is fairly attractive.
Okay, when shaking hands, Impulse did the lingering fingertips deal.
Okay.
Just making
Okay.
sure. Okay.
Setting that for future sessions.
Later. Yeah,
Perfect.
of course.
So you all get in the back of the transport shuttle.
The
stolen transport shuttle. And where are you going?
Stand clear. Hatch coming up.
I assume I had a drop point.
There is a drop. So this transport shuttle, without clearance codes, won't be able to leave this this sphere. But you could drop them off at the shuttle, or what was it? The shuttle entrances around the outskirts of the sphere that lead back to the rings where the housing is. So you can drop them off over there.
Okay. Where did I agree to drop it off? So you're saying I can drop them off on the way to where I'm going?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You learned to fly one of these things?
When you're in space, you gotta learn a lot of things.
All right. Well, can I drive until you drop us off?
Boy, you saying you don't trust me? My oldest, dearest friend, Klaxon, is saying you don't trust me to fly?
I just
He
say
just
it.
feels more comfortable when he gets to, drive the big heavy machinery.
I don't know. I think maybe we should lock the two of them in the cargo hold for
Yeah,
a while
we can
to
talk
work
it
out
out.
their problems.
Yeah.
They can talk it out.
Yeah.
I mean, Klaxon can drive this from anywhere.
Yeah,
So actually, that's not a bad idea. I mean,
He
Klax,
does.
do you need to chat with?
His visor is blinking heavily, and
Do we-
he's like, I
I
can
could
drive
just
from
throw
back
them
there.
both, like one in each arm. Just
Oh,
kinda...
come on. It's not Tuesday night.
Don't fucking...
What? I'm sure they've heard most of it before. It's not like it's new. I saw
Yeah, so drop off would be
It's you.
great.
Didn't see shit.
You arrive at the drop-off location, Klaxon driving, and you will you're the first one to go to get out while the ship is hovering with its vector thrusters, and she turns back and looks to the front where Klaxon, your settings swim up, and like I think you just set up autopilot, just saying it's like this should take you where you need to go, just in case.
Yes, Dad.
And she says, it was lovely meeting you. I guess I'll see you around.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye. And she departs, and you can see Zane off with the truck, like helping her over. We're waiting for the next shuttle to leave to the back to the G ring. The rest of you.
Later, swindler. Gives you like a high five.
A good solid high five.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to
Hope
see all y'all.
everything went well, and if it didn't, let us know, and we'll talk some sense into her. Okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you for being in my corner.
Anytime.
Yeah. Bye, Claire. Make sure you're not straining your eyes too much in the dark.
Oh, don't worry about my eyes. They've been through a lot.
Yeah. If you ever need a new regulator, just let me know.
Okay.
And
I believe you just choke and swim.
so this isn't gonna take me all night. Dropping it off, Do you want to come back to my place? I'll promise you a Salisbury steak.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. And I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe I'll get 2 for you.
And that's it. That's all this is about.
Well, no, but it's a start, and we'll see how the night goes.
Okay.
Yeah. Get out here. All right, get out of here. Bye. And then she just like puts it in reverse, and she doesn't realize it, and then like lurches back. Oh, sorry, it's fine. Everything's fine. Puts it in drive.
How long can you drive that remotely, Klax?
Not far enough. It's not rigged. It's not military spec. I'm not rigged for it.
She'll be fine.
It's sort of like veers a little bit towards a building and then like overcorrects back as it.
I'm on the phone.
It's off in the distance.
She's actually
Get off your data pad!
fighting with the autopilot. It's trying to go, and she's trying.
With that, you all load up in the shuttle for an awkward ride back to the crossing the span of space from the G sphere to the orbiting G ring, and you can see down kind of with the sunlight reflecting off of it, the moon's surface silhouette in the background, very distant with the Earth, which you can see coming up over the horizon, and as you guys are just sitting there in silence, the whir of the engine humming around you, Zane just goes, "Well, that was fun. I liked her.
She's pretty great.
I'm glad we get to do this again."
You know what? Me too.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The ship explodes. No, that's it. And that's where...
And roll up your characters.
That's where we're going to end our session here for tonight. So well done, everybody. Sorry that you guys caught us, all our raiders caught us at the end of our session here tonight. But we really appreciate all the follows that we got. Oh boy. Thank you so much. Let's do so there's not a lot to do to end the session XP. I didn't have a lot of intrusions today. I feel bad for that. I'm going to try to do more of those because I got sidetracked. Well, you guys gave me a lot of free ones, so I guess that kind of worked in my favor. But yes.
Yeah, does this count as a step towards my character arc?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So all of you, which ones of you got steps towards your character arc? I would say so for the two of you joining the organization. You're now officially worms. So that's good. Yeah, we'll hopefully get some more resources and stuff for the future. Oh man, and we just had an anonymous gifter give 5 tier 1 subs.
Guys,
so thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna ring the helmet.
Yes.
Go for it.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm on the show. I take this maul and I hit that guy in the face.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
But we will I think everyone here took a step to their personal character arc. It's a system of the cipher. Everyone picked a character arc at the beginning when we were making our characters. Every time you take a step towards it, you get 2 XP. So I definitely think Clarity and Impulse did. And Choke, you got your new implant, which we'll talk kind of about next time. It's obviously not going to be, it's not as cool as your last one was. It's going to just, I'm imagining you and I can work it out, was that it might level Choke out just a little bit, help with some of the chronic pain she was
Imagine
feeling.
it's better than what she's dealing with right now. So
Yeah.
because I have one of my steps is getting aid. Someone helps.
Yeah.
So
I definitely think that's it. And then Klaxon, you get XP because Choke got XP. So we will...
And I wouldn't know Swin if it wasn't for you.
Yeah. It's directly related to
Gonna
Klaxon.
be the best man at our wedding. But which side do you stand on?
Ooh.
That's for you to decide.
He straddles the aisle. He's in both.
He's just a flower boy.
We
I
get
was gonna
a
say,
skin. Here's
I usher it both.
There you go.
we get a Klaxon skin, and then we just stand that up on one side,
Yes.
and you can drive it.
Perfect.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Well,
All right.
now I know how this season finale is going to be. We're gonna end this season with a wedding. So yeah. So everybody got 2 XP for that. Awesome. I think some of you probably you could buy another improvement or something with the XP that you got from the beginning of the session. Also, don't forget you can spend it to pick up, if anything is kind of sparking an interest in you, you could spend it to pick up another character arc if you want something else to build towards. There's a lot of fun stuff. You can also spend it to get a house, and, place to live, things like that.
So it would just be one person spending XP to get like a house for all of us if we wanted to do that.
Yeah, I would allow it. That one person, I think, would get. It would sort of be their thing that they would be sharing with everyone else. So it would mostly be theirs until somebody else spent XP to like get their upgrade or something. And we can work out the logistics, whether it's adding on to a warm safe house or something like that. Things of that nature. So that's up to you guys. Whoever wants to like front run that. If more than one person wanted to spend XP for it, I would say it'd be a little bit better, a little bit nicer. We could figure out more details. Maybe y'all splurge and can get something in the eye ring instead. Kind of move up a step in the social economic ladder.
I would spend XP for that.
Hell yeah.
I'd say if you all spent
Get
3
our
XP, you could get a cool swanky digs in the eye sphere. We could come up with how that worked out and how you did that.
It's an important question. Could Impulse get her wig collection back?
That's a lot. That's gonna cost a lot of money. No, we could work that out.
I'll talk to Swin.
Yeah. I do know a smuggler.
Even if it's just a few. Maybe not the full collection. She'll start building it up again.
She's desperate. You don't understand what she's going through.
No, I don't understand, but I've seen her.
She just sits in the mirror with her hair. It's like
all the aggression, all of the anger, all of the slapping. It's because she doesn't have her wigs.
Did they impound her wigs when they, took over their place?
They took everything.
Oh boy. See, okay, if they were
They
somewhere...
took the wigs, they took Frank out of the freezer.
They took everything, literally everything we had.
How
Those
about...
wigs are evidence.
They took my bike.
Yeah.
Guys, I literally caught her with the mop on her head.
I'm really, oh my
Do
god.
they have to be her wigs? Can I get her wigs in general, or...?
You know, I don't think
Wigs
she
in
would
general
care
is
at this
fine.
point. Klaxon said she was wearing a mop on her head last week.
I
So
am
we're
just
like,
now
if you don't
realizing
get the wigs back, we're gonna have an intervention.
Oh my god.
Impulse
Oh my
is a
God.
Frankenstein nightmarish version of Alexis and Moira from Schitt's Creek.
Perfect.
I just realized this.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. So with that image, everyone got their XP. So that's good. Think about if you want to buy anything. Shoot me a message. We can talk about it. Thank you all so much out there in the chat for being here. We all really appreciate it. We will not be here next week, unfortunately, but we will be here the week after. So 2 weeks from today for our next session of Neon Souls. Everyone who joined us for the raid, we'd love to see you again. And there's more of this to follow. So if you haven't hit the follow button here on Twitch, do that. Join us on our Discord. There's a link below in the chat where you can talk to us about all the nerdy things we do here throughout the week. You can also follow us on Twitter, where we tweet every time we're about to go live. We do video game streams and all sorts of fun stuff here all the time, which you can join us for right here on twitch.tv/Ggameknights.
You can watch the whole first season of this show on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you watch the
We have a
whole
YouTube.
first season. It's like 20
If you want to know
episodes.
where the smooch started.
Yeah. Get it, not live there. But yeah. That is it. Do you guys have anything you want to plug, promote before we get going?
Come back on Sunday.
Yeah. Come back on Sunday
Monster of the
for Slang 101.
Yeah,
Monster
we'll
of
be
the Week
off.
game.
Yeah, we'll be off tomorrow, but every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern time here on this very channel, I run a game of Monster of the Week. Almost all of these people are here, and I am gonna get Morgan on it if I have to kidnap her and get her. But yeah, we're playing Monster of the Week. It's called Slang 101, and it's good. There's ghosts, and the himbo is in trouble.
That's me.
That's you on Sundays. You're the himbo on Sundays.
That's me on Sundays.
So yeah.
Also,
coming out
tune
this
in
on
this week
Saturday.
for something special.
Yes. Some special outfits.
Oh.
Sid and I have special outfits we're gonna wear.
Wait, I have
for
a special outfit too.
You wear it too. Everyone wear it.
Yeah, everyone's wearing special
Val
outfits.
just decided I wasn't included for some reason.
No, it was a me and Sid thing.
It's when I talk, the mask lights up. Hello, it's me, Swin. Hello.
You know, I hate it when you do this. I hate it when you do this.
I don't care. I love it. This is what you sound like.
Are you mocking me now? Is that what's happening right
I'm doing it out of love. This is what
I'm
you sound
turning
like.
it off. I'm turning it off.
All right, we're done. Thank you everyone out there for joining us. Thank you to my lovely players for being here. We will see everyone in 2 weeks for our next session. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.